Good afternoon, Mr. B. How are you feeling today?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Just a little nervous, as you might imagine.
Don't worry, there's nothing to be afraid of. We just have a few questions to ask you about the robbery at the bank.
I understand. But I have to tell you, I didn't do it. I was at home all day.
That's what they all say. But we have some pretty damning evidence against you. Care to explain this photo of you inside the bank?
Oh, that photo. Well, you see, I was just there to open a new account.
Really? And what about this video of you holding a bag with money spilling out of it?
Well, you see, I found that bag on the street and was taking it to the police station.
Come on, Mr. B. Do you really expect us to believe that?
Okay. I'll level with you. I did do it. But can you blame me? Times are tough and I needed the money.
That's no excuse for breaking the law, Mr. B. But I appreciate your honesty. We'll have to take you in now, but at least you'll have a chance to make things right.
I understand, officer. And I'm ready to face the consequences of my actions.
That's the right attitude to have. Now, let's get you processed and start the paperwork.
One question before we start, officer. Could I request a cup of coffee? I heard the coffee here is the best.
Laughing, sure thing, Mr. B. I'll see what I can do. Hi there. I'm a little bit lost. Can you help me with my connecting flight?
Hi. Sure thing. What's your final destination?
I'm flying to London, but I have a layover in Paris.
Great. What's your airline and flight number?
My airline is Air France, and my flight number is AF123.
All right. You'll be landing in Terminal 2E and departing from Terminal 2F. You'll need to clear security and immigration before heading to your next gate.
Oh, all right. Will I have time to grab a bite to eat?
Certainly. There are plenty of cafes and restaurants in the airport. Just make sure you leave enough time to get to your gate.
Thanks for the info. Do you happen to know if there are any duty-free shops in Terminal 2F?
Yes, there are a few shops there. If you're looking for souvenirs or cosmetics, you'll find plenty of options.
Sounds good. I hope I won't get lost.
Don't worry, we have plenty of signs and maps to guide you. Let us know if you need any further assistance.
Thank you so much for your help. You've been a lifesaver.
No problem at all. Have a safe flight and enjoy your layover in Paris.
Hey B, how's it going?
Good, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing well. So, I was thinking, how can we create an interface that stands out from the rest?
We could incorporate some bold colors and unique fonts.
Good idea. And what about the layout?
We could try a more asymmetrical design to catch the user's attention.
That could work. Do you have any thoughts on the overall theme?
Well, we could try a playful and vibrant theme to make it more engaging.
I like that. And what about the icons and graphics?
We could play around with the shapes and sizes to create a fun and quirky feel.
That sounds interesting. How can we make sure it's user-friendly though?
We can ensure a clear hierarchy of information and make sure the layout is not too cluttered.
Good point. And what about the mobile interface?
We'll need to simplify the design and make sure it's easily accessible on smaller screens.
Right, and we should also make sure the loading time is quick.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you think we should consider?
Maybe incorporating some animations to make it more interactive?
Yes, we could definitely try that. Overall, I think we have some great ideas to work with.
Agreed. Let's start putting together some mock-ups and see how it looks.
Sounds like a plan.
Good morning, welcome to our hotel in Osaka. How can we help you today?
Hi. I'm here to assist you with anything you might need during your stay. Have you had a chance to try our breakfast buffet yet?
It's one of the highlights of the hotel. We have a lot of options to choose from, including Japanese and Western cuisine.
And if you need any help navigating the city, just let us know. We can recommend some great local restaurants and attractions.
We also have some helpful amenities in each room. For example, you'll find a handy smartphone you can use during your stay, which includes free internet access.
And if you need to unwind, our onsen, hot spring, is the perfect place to relax. It's located on the top floor and offers stunning views of the city.
Don't forget to visit our rooftop bar in the evening, too. It's the perfect place to enjoy a drink and take in the city's nightlife.
Speaking of nightlife, have you heard of Dotonbori? It's a street in the heart of Osaka with lots of restaurants and shops. It's a must-see.
Absolutely. And if you're interested in shopping, we're also located near a few popular shopping districts.
And if you need any assistance with transportation, we can arrange airport transfers, and we also have a shuttle service available throughout the day.
We want to make your stay as comfortable and enjoyable as possible, so please don't hesitate to let us know how we can assist you further.
That's right. We're here to help you with anything you need. Thank you for choosing our hotel.
Good morning. Can I help you with anything today?
Hi. Yes, I need to refill my medication. I was wondering if you could help me double-check my prescription.
Sure thing. Can you tell me which medication you need a refill for?
It's for my hypertension medication, losartan.
Okay, I'm looking it up right now. It looks like you're supposed to take 1 tablet daily with or without food.
Right, that's what I've been doing. But I noticed some side effects like dizziness and fatigue. Do you have any advice for me?
I see. It's important to consult with your doctor first, but you can try taking it at a different time of day, like before bed. That may help with the side effects.
That's a good idea. I'll give it a try. Thanks for the suggestion.
Of course, anytime. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Actually, yes. I was wondering if you had any tips for remembering to take my medication every day.
Absolutely. You can set an alarm or reminder on your phone, or keep your medication in a visible place as a visual cue to take it.
Those are great ideas. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. Remember to take care of yourself and follow your medication regimen as prescribed. We're here to support you every step of the way.
I will, thanks again. Have a good day.
You too, take care. Hey, B, have you seen this show before? It's called The Great British Bake Off.
I haven't, but it sounds interesting. Is it about baking?
Yeah, it's a baking competition where people from all over the UK compete to be the best baker.
That sounds like something I could get into. Who's your favorite contestant so far?
Definitely Peter, he's the youngest one and he's really talented. What about you?
I haven't seen enough to pick a favorite yet, but I'll be sure to let you know when I do.
Sounds good. I just hope this show doesn't make me want to eat all the baked goods in the house.
Haha, well maybe we could try baking something ourselves. I heard there's an easy recipe for chocolate chip cookies online.
I like the way you think, B. Let's give it a try after the show.
Great. But don't forget, we need to share some with Mom too.
Of course, sharing is caring. We'll make sure she gets her fair share.
Speaking of sharing, have you watched any good movies or TV shows lately?
Yeah, actually I just finished watching The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. It's about a young girl who becomes a chess prodigy.
That sounds really interesting. I've been wanting to watch Stranger Things for a while now. Have you seen it?
Yes, I have. It's definitely worth the watch. I won't spoil anything for you, but you're in for a wild ride.
Can't wait to see it. Thanks for the recommendation, Dad.
No problem, B. It's always fun to discover new shows and movies together. Hey there. Have you heard about biodiversity conservation?
Yeah, I have. It's the protection of all the different species of plants and animals, right?
Exactly. And it's super important because it not only protects different ecosystems, but it also benefits human health and well-being.
Wow, I had no idea. So, what are some ways we can help conserve biodiversity?
There are a lot of things we can do. For example, we can reduce our use of single-use plastics, plant native species in our gardens, and support conservation organizations.
That's awesome. I've been trying to reduce my plastic use, but it's tough sometimes.
Yeah, it can be hard to break habits, but every little bit helps. Have you heard of citizen science?
No, what's that?
It's when regular people like you and me collect data on different plants and animals, which can help scientists learn more about different species and how to protect them.
That's so cool. I'd love to get involved in something like that.
You totally can. There are a lot of different organizations that offer citizen science programs, so it just depends on what you're interested in.
I'm definitely going to look into that. Do you have any suggestions for organizations?
Sure. The National Audubon Society has a great birdwatching program, and there's also the iNaturalist app, which lets you track all sorts of different species.
Nice, thanks for the recommendations. I think I'm going to try out iNaturalist.
Awesome. Let me know how it goes. And keep in mind, protecting biodiversity doesn't have to be a chore. It can be fun and rewarding, too.
Definitely. I'm excited to do my part and learn more about the different species in my area.
I'm excited for you. Let's plan a hike sometime and spot some cool plants and animals.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks again for all the info.
Of course. Together, we can all make a positive impact on the environment. Hi, welcome to Darwin. I'm a local resident here. Can I help you with anything?
Hi, thanks for asking. Yes, I'm visiting Darwin to experience the local culture. Do you have any suggestions?
Oh, definitely. Have you tried the local markets in the city center? It's a great place to start.
That sounds interesting. What kind of things can I find there?
You can find some unique souvenirs, handmade crafts, and some delicious local food.
Sounds great. How do I get there?
It's within walking distance from here. You just need to head down Mitchell Street and you'll see it.
Thanks for the directions. Is there anything else you recommend?
Yes. If you're up for some adventure, you can also take a sunset cruise and see some of the wildlife in the area.
That sounds amazing. Do you know where I can book a tour?
You can book it at the harbor or online beforehand. There are many companies that offer the service.
Thank you for the information. What about cultural events or festivals? Are there any going on right now?
Yes, actually there's a cultural festival happening in a few days. It's called the Top End Traditions Festival and showcases the local Aboriginal culture and art.
That sounds fascinating. When and where is it happening?
It's happening at the Darwin waterfront and starting from next Saturday till Sunday.
Thank you so much for all of the suggestions. I'm really excited to experience the culture here in Darwin.
No problem at all. I hope you have a great time and enjoy your stay in our beautiful city. Hi there, I'm a model for today's photo shoot. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too. So, we'll be taking pictures of different products today. Do you have any preferences for which body parts you want to feature in the shoot?
I think it depends on the product. For something like a watch, maybe we can focus on my wrist and arm. But for a shirt or dress, we could show off the chest and waist area.
That's a good point. For the shirt and dress shoot, we can also try to emphasize your abdomen area to show off the fit of the clothing.
Definitely. I've been working hard to stay in shape, so I'm happy to showcase my body parts in a tasteful way.
That's great to hear. I'll make sure to capture your best angles in the photos. And if you have any other ideas, feel free to let me know.
Actually, for products like jewelry or accessories, we could also focus on my neck area.
Good idea. That would definitely draw attention to the product. I think the key is to keep it interesting without being too overwhelming.
Agreed. And of course, we want to make sure that the product is the star of the photos, not just my body parts. But I think we can strike a good balance.
Definitely. It's all about highlighting the product in a way that also showcases your best features. I'm looking forward to working with you today.
Hi there. Can I have a Bloody Mary, please?
Absolutely. Sure thing. Would you like me to tell you a bit about the drink first?
Sure, I'm interested.
Well, a Bloody Mary is a classic cocktail made with vodka, tomato juice, Worcestershire sauce, and various spices and herbs.
Sounds interesting. I've never tried it before, but I've heard it's quite popular.
Yes, it is. It's the perfect drink for brunch or just a relaxing afternoon.
Great, I'll take your word for it. Can you make it spicy, though?
Of course. How spicy would you like it? Mild, medium, or spicy?
Let's go with medium, please.
All right, medium it is. And for garnish, would you like a celery stick or olives?
I'll go with the olives, please.
Excellent choice. One Bloody Mary with olives coming up.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Let me know if you need anything else.
Will do. Say, do you have any other specialty drinks?
Yes, we do. Our margaritas are always a hit, as well as our Moscow mules.
Sounds like I'll have to come back and try those. Cheers.
Cheers to you, and enjoy your drink.
Hi there. How can I help you tonight?
Good evening. We have a table of 4 who just ordered. They all requested no salt, butter, and gluten in their meals.
Oh, sounds like a challenge. But no problem, we can make it work. What did they order?
2 grilled chicken breasts and 2 salads.
All right, no salt, no butter, and no gluten. Let me get started on that right away.
Thanks. By the way, did you hear about the new restaurant that just opened up down the street?
No, I haven't. What's it called?
It's called the Foodie's Paradise and they specialize in fusion cuisine.
That sounds interesting. Maybe we should try it out one day.
Definitely. So, how long have you been cooking for?
I've been cooking professionally for about 15 years now.
Wow, that's impressive. What's your favorite dish to cook?
That's a tough one. I would have to say my favorite is a classic ratatouille.
Oh, I love ratatouille. That's one of my favorites too.
It's a great comfort food, isn't it?
Absolutely. Speaking of comfort food, have you ever tried making your own version of mac and cheese?
Yes, I have. I actually have a special recipe that I like to use. Would you like me to make it for you sometime?
That sounds amazing. I would love to try it.
Great. I'll make it for us during our next break.
Looking forward to it. Oh, and by the way, the guests loved their meals. They said it was the best no salt, no butter, and no gluten meal they've ever had.
That's fantastic to hear. I'm glad I was able to meet their dietary needs and still create a delicious meal.
You're a true magician in the kitchen. Thank you for your hard work.
My pleasure. That's what I'm here for, to make people happy through food. Good morning. Can you take me to Moscow, please?
Sure thing, hop in. Have you been to Moscow before?
No, this is my first time. I'm really excited to explore the city.
Oh, you're in for a treat. Moscow is a beautiful city with so much to offer.
I can't wait to see the Red Square and the St. Basil's Cathedral. They look amazing in pictures.
Those are must-see places, for sure. But don't forget to try some authentic Russian food too, like borscht or pelmeni.
Borscht and pelmeni, got it. Do you have any favorite places to eat in Moscow?
Absolutely. I highly recommend a restaurant called Dr. Zhivago. They serve delicious traditional Russian cuisine.
Thanks for the recommendation, I'll definitely check it out. By the way, do you have any favorite music or artists from Russia?
Yes, I'm a big fan of Tchaikovsky and Rachmaninoff. Their music is truly timeless.
I'll have to listen to some of their music on my trip. It's always great to experience the local culture.
Absolutely, that's the best part of traveling. Do you have any other plans for your trip?
Yes, I'm planning to visit the Moscow Kremlin and the State Tretiakov Gallery. I've heard they have amazing collections of art and history.
You have quite the itinerary. I'm sure you'll have an unforgettable trip. We're almost there, by the way. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, you've been a great help already. Thank you so much for the ride and the recommendations. Hey there, beautiful. You ready to get some stunning photos by the beach?
Hi, good morning. Yeah, I'm excited. It's a beautiful day for a photo shoot.
I love your outfit. The flowy dress and the hat will look amazing with the beach as the background.
Thank you. I wanted something that captured the beach vibes.
Perfect, let's start with some walking shots by the water. Just relax and enjoy the view.
Sounds great. What should I do with my arms?
Let's try some different poses. How about putting your hands on your hips or playing with your hair?
Okay, got it. This sand is hot. I might have to hop around a bit.
Haha, yeah, it can get pretty toasty. Let's head over to that palm tree for some sitting shots.
I'm game for anything. How about I lean against the tree and look off into the distance?
Fantastic idea. You're a natural in front of the camera.
Thank you. I'm having so much fun. Let's finish off with some playful jumping shots in the water.
Brilliant idea. Just remember to keep your eyes open and smile big as you leap.
Will do. Thanks for helping me feel so comfortable and confident. These photos are going to be amazing.
Hey, do you know anything about traditional Australian cuisine?
Not really, but I heard they like to barbecue a lot.
Yes, that's definitely one of their specialties. But have you heard of meat pies or sausage rolls?
Meat pies? Are you kidding me? That sounds more like a British thing, doesn't it?
True, but adopted as a staple food by Aussies. They even have a national competition for the best pie.
Wow, I would love to try one of those. What about something sweet? Any famous desserts?
Yes, pavlova is a must-try. A meringue cake with whipped cream and fruit toppings.
Sounds delicious. How about drinks? What do Aussies drink?
Beer, mate. Lots of different types of beer.
I've heard of Foster's. Is that popular there?
Honestly, not really. It's more like an international beer brand. Australians usually go for something local like XXXX or VB.
VB? What does that stand for?
Victoria Bitter. It's brewed in Victoria and pretty popular in the country.
Interesting, I'll keep that in mind. So, what else is there to know about traditional Australian cuisine?
Well, they also have Vegemite. It's a brown paste made from yeast extract and often spread on toast.
Ah, yes, I've heard it's an acquired taste. Have you tried it before?
Yeah, I did. Let's just say, not my cup of tea. But Australians love it.
I see. Well, it seems like we have a lot to explore next time we visit Australia.
Definitely. And we can't forget about the seafood, prawns, oysters, and fish are all amazing there.
Sounds like a feast. I can't wait to try all of it. Thanks for the introduction.
Good morning. I'm Captain Jack, I'll be flying this plane today. What's your name?
Hi, Captain Jack. My name is Sarah, and this is my friend, Lisa.
Nice to meet you, Sarah and Lisa. Please have a seat and fasten your seatbelts. We will start the safety check before takeoff. Sure, we are ready. First, let me confirm your destination. You are going to New York today, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Do you have any questions about the flight? Can you please tell us about the emergency procedures? Of course, in the event of an emergency, oxygen masks will deploy from the overhead compartments. Please secure your own mask first before helping others. Additionally, your life vest is located under your seat. In case of an emergency landing, please assume the brace position.
Thanks, that's very helpful.
You're welcome. And just a reminder, during takeoff and landing, please ensure that your tray tables are stowed, seatbacks are upright, and that your seatbelt is securely fastened. Will do. Okay, that's everything. Thanks for choosing us today. We hope you have a pleasant flight to New York.
Thank you, Captain Jack. We're excited to be on board.
Hi, B. Nice to meet you.
Hi, A. Nice to meet you too. So, I see you are applying for the senior designer position. Can you tell me more about your experience?
Sure. I've been working in the design industry for the past 10 years. I have experience in UX/UI design, branding, and graphic design.
That sounds great. We are looking for someone with a strong design background. What about your education?
I have a bachelor's degree in graphic design from the University of California, Berkeley.
Perfect. That meets our educational requirements. Can you tell me more about your software skills?
I am proficient in Adobe Creative Suite, Sketch, and InVision. I am also familiar with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Excellent. Our team uses a lot of those programs as well. Can you tell me about a time when you had to think outside the box to come up with a creative design solution?
Sure, I had a client that wanted a design that was visually appealing, but also conveyed a lot of technical information. I ended up creating an infographic that combined the two, and the client was very happy with the result.
Impressive. We need someone who can think creatively and push boundaries in their designs. Overall, I think you have a strong background and would be a great fit for the position.
Thank you, B. I appreciate your time and consideration.
Of course, A. Thank you for your interest in our company. We will be in touch soon.
Hey there, welcome to our beach volleyball game. Are you joining us or just here to take some photos?
Thanks for having me. Just here to capture some moments. You guys seem like pros.
Haha, well, we've been playing on this beach for years. But anyone can join in, it's all about having fun.
That's great to hear. So what's the plan for the game today?
We usually play best out of 3 sets. Each team has 3 players on the court, and it's all about serving, passing, setting, and spiking.
Sounds exciting. Mind if I take some snapshots while you guys are playing?
Not at all, in fact, we always enjoy having some action shots taken. Feel free to move around and snap some great shots.
Awesome, thanks. So who's your biggest competition at this beach? Any rival teams?
Well, there's a team of locals who come by every now and then. They're pretty good, but we always manage to hold our own against them.
Got it. Looks like you guys are ready to go. Shall I stand at the sidelines and take some pictures?
Sounds good to me. Let's get this game started. Hey B, have you tried the new iOS app we're developing?
Yeah, I just tested it out last night. It's looking good so far.
That's great to hear. Did you have any trouble navigating through the app?
No, everything seemed pretty intuitive. But I did notice a little bug in the user profile section.
Oh no, we definitely don't want any bugs lingering around. Did you report it to the rest of the team?
Yeah, I submitted a ticket with the details. Hopefully, it'll get fixed soon.
Nice work, B. Speaking of bugs, have you seen any of those creepy crawlies around the office lately?
Laughs, no, I haven't. But if I do, I'll make sure to let you know. Maybe we can put our coding skills to use and create a bug-catching app.
Laughs, that would be quite the unexpected project. Speaking of unexpected, did you catch that new Netflix show everyone's been talking about?
Which one? There are so many to choose from.
The one about the robot rebellion. I heard it's pretty intense.
You mean Reboot Rampage? Yeah, I started watching it, but I couldn't get past the cheesy graphics.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But the storyline was pretty captivating, in my opinion.
Maybe I'll give it another try, then. But first, we've got some coding to do.
Yes, let's dive back in. Thanks for chatting, B. Hi there, B. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well, thanks for asking. Yourself?
Can't complain, but we do have a lot to cover today. Are you ready to get started on the course material?
Yes, I am excited to continue learning. What do we have on the schedule for today?
We're going to be reviewing some grammar rules and practicing some conversation skills. It's going to be a bit challenging, but we'll get through it together.
Sounds good to me. I could use the practice.
Speaking of practice, how did your quiz go last week? Did you pass?
I did, actually. I was so relieved. It wasn't easy, but your lessons really helped me prepare.
That's fantastic to hear. Keep up the good work, and we'll make sure to keep reviewing the material to make it stick.
Thank you, I appreciate all of your help. Do you have any tips for remembering all of these grammar rules?
Definitely. Try to visualize the rules in context, and use examples from real-life situations to help you remember them better. And of course, practice, practice, practice.
Got it. I'll make sure to keep that in mind. It's not always easy, but I know it will pay off in the end.
Absolutely. And don't forget to take breaks and have some fun. Learning doesn't always have to be serious business.
That's a good point. Speaking of breaks, though, I think we should get started before we lose track of time.
Good idea. Let's get to it. Are you ready to go down the slide, B?
Yes, I am. But can you come with me, Dad?
Of course, but you are the brave one here. You'll be leading the way.
Yay! Let's go.
Whoa, it's been a while since I've been on a slide.
Come on, Dad. Don't be scared.
I'm not scared, just feeling a bit rusty.
It's just like riding a bike, Daddy. Let's do this.
All right, I'm right behind you.
Woohoo! This is so much fun.
You're right, B. I forgot how exhilarating this is.
Let's do it again, Dad.
Sure thing. But first, let's catch our breaths.
Okay, but I bet I can climb to the top faster than you.
You're on, B. Let's race to the top.
Haha. Beat you, Daddy.
Good job, B. Looks like we have a future Olympian on our hands. Look at that squirrel, B. It's so cute.
Wow, it's so nimble. Can we feed it some nuts?
Sorry, we're not allowed to feed the animals in the park. But we can watch them play.
Okay, that sounds like fun. Oh, and look. There's a rabbit over there.
Yes, it's hopping around. You know rabbits are very fast? They can run up to 50 miles an hour.
Wow, that's amazing. Can we try to catch one?
I don't think so, B. They're too quick for us to catch.
Oh well, let's just run and play instead.
Sounds like a plan. Hey, do you want to race to that big tree over there?
Yes, let's go. Ready, set, go.
Hey, you cheated. You started before I said go.
Haha, sorry about that. But you caught up to me so fast.
Yeah, we're both pretty quick. Let's take a break and have some snacks.
Good idea. These sandwiches are delicious. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. It's nice to have a picnic in the park together.
Yeah, it's the best day ever.
Good morning, B. It's great to see you. How's everything at the market today?
Good morning, A. Everything is going swimmingly, pun intended. I've got some amazing catches today that I know your customers will love.
That's fantastic news. I'm always excited to see what you bring in. What do you recommend for today's specials?
Well, we've got some gorgeous lobsters that just arrived this morning, and some succulent crab meat that'll make your mouth water. And let's not forget about the fresh tuna and salmon we have.
Wow, sounds like customers will have a tough time deciding. But I'm sure they'll be happy to have so many great options to choose from. How about we make a lobster and crab pasta dish as one of our specials?
Sounds fantastic to me. And I have just the right sized lobsters and crab meat to make it hearty and delicious. I could even throw in some clams for extra flavor.
Now you're speaking my language. Let's make it happen. And while we're at it, let's showcase your fresh tuna and salmon in some sashimi dishes too.
You read my mind. I have just the right cuts for you. It's amazing what you can do with fresh ingredients like these.
That's for sure. It's a pleasure working with you, B. I have a feeling our customers are going to be very happy with today's menu.
Likewise, working with someone who's passionate about the food they serve makes all the difference. Let's make it a great day.
Hi there. I'm having a hard time deciding what to order. Can you recommend a main course for me?
Of course. Our steak is quite popular among our customers. It's cooked to perfection and comes with a side of roasted veggies.
That sounds delicious. And what about red wine? Do you have any recommendations for that?
Absolutely. We have a great selection of red wines. My personal favorite is the Cabernet Sauvignon. It's full-bodied with a hint of blackberry and vanilla flavors.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I'll have the steak and a glass of the Cabernet Sauvignon then.
Excellent choice. Would you like any appetizers or desserts with that?
I think I'll pass on the appetizers, but what desserts do you have?
We have a homemade chocolate lava cake that's to die for. Or if you prefer something lighter, we also have a mixed berry tart.
Ooh, I love chocolate lava cake. I'll definitely get that.
Great. I'll place your order and your food should be out shortly. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, that's all for now. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Enjoy your meal.
Hey, have you heard about ISO 27001 security controls implementation?
Oh yeah. That's one complicated topic.
It sounds like it, but it's actually pretty straightforward if you break it down.
Really? Can you give me an example?
Of course. So, imagine you have a laptop with sensitive information. One of the security controls would be to encrypt the data just in case someone steals your laptop.
Oh, I get it now. So, it's basically protecting confidential data.
Exactly. And there are a bunch of controls you need to implement, like access control and firewalls.
It seems a bit daunting, don't you think?
It does, but you have to admit, it's pretty cool to know that you can protect sensitive data with just a few controls.
That's true. It's like being a secret agent or something.
Haha, I never thought of it like that, but you're right. We're like the James Bond of data security.
I like that. From now on, I'm calling myself Agent B.
And I'll be Agent A. Together, we'll implement security controls like pros.
Yes, sir. Agent B reporting for duty.
Let's do this. High five.
High five.
Hey B, have you tried shawarma before?
Yes, I have. It's one of my go-to-comfort foods. Why do you ask?
I had it for the first time yesterday, and I'm in love with it. Where do you usually go for shawarma?
Oh, I have my favorite spots around town. But first, what did you like about it?
Everything. The perfectly seasoned chicken, the soft pita bread, and the creamy hummus. It was just so delicious.
I agree. I love the mix of flavors and textures. So, tell me, where did you have it?
At a food truck downtown. It was recommended by a friend.
Food trucks are the best. But, you have to be careful. Not all shawarmas are created equal. Some can be too heavy on the sauce or have dry meat.
Good point. Do you have any tips for picking the best shawarma?
Of course. Look for places where the shawarma meat is cooked on a spit and has that crispy, caramelized edge. Also, make sure they use fresh ingredients and not just store-bought mixtures.
Wow, you really know your stuff. I'm going to keep those in mind next time I'm craving shawarma.
And don't forget to experiment with toppings. Don't be afraid to try pickles, hot sauce, onions, or veggies.
That sounds adventurous. I'll give it a go. Thanks for the tips, B.
Anytime, eh? But be warned, shawarma is addictive. You might find yourself wanting it all the time. But hey, there are worse things to be addicted to.
Haha, so true. Let's go grab some shawarma together sometime soon.
Absolutely. I'm excited to show you my favorite spots.
Hi there. I'm excited to work with you on this dance piece.
Yes, me too. So what style of dance are you most comfortable with?
Well, I love contemporary and jazz, but I'm also trained in ballet.
Fantastic, we can definitely incorporate those styles into the piece. How about we start with a quick warm-up?
Sounds good to me. Do you have a specific routine in mind?
Yes, we'll start with some basic stretches and then move on to some cardio to get our hearts going.
Perfect, I'm ready whenever you are.
Great, let's begin. Starts the warm-up routine.
Panting, that was intense. I feel like I got a good workout already.
Laughs, that's the idea. Now let's focus on the choreography.
Okay, what's the concept behind the piece?
It's about the journey of life and how we go through ups and downs, but ultimately find our way.
That's beautiful. How do you envision the movement reflecting that?
I'm thinking of using spiraling and flowing movements to represent the twists and turns of life, but also incorporating strong, sharp movements to show the strength and determination it takes to overcome obstacles.
I love that. Let's give it a try.
Starts demonstrating the movement, follow my lead.
Tries to emulate the movements, this is challenging, but so fulfilling.
That's the beauty of dance. It's a physical and emotional journey all in one.
Definitely. I'm so glad we're creating something meaningful together.
Me too. And remember, if anything feels uncomfortable or doesn't work for your body, let me know.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I trust your expertise.
And I trust your talent. Let's keep at it and make this piece a masterpiece.
Hi. How are you doing today? My name is A, and I'm a software engineer. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, A. I'm B, a mathematician. It's great to meet you as well.
So, it seems we've been brought here to discuss how we can analyze insurance risks using statistical methods. Do you have any suggestions?
Yes, statistical methods are a powerful tool in analyzing insurance risks. We can use them to calculate probabilities of certain events happening in a given time frame.
That sounds interesting. As a software engineer, I know we can use machine learning algorithms to analyze large amounts of data to identify patterns that might indicate a greater likelihood of certain types of claims.
Exactly. We could use statistical analysis to determine which factors are most likely to lead to a loss and then use machine learning algorithms to identify patterns.
I agree. How can we effectively present these statistical analyses to insurance executives who might not have a technical background?
One way to present the data is by creating visualizations like charts and graphs. This way, the executives can easily understand the results without having to go through raw data and formulas.
That's a great idea. Do you think there are any limitations to using statistical analysis for insurance risk assessment?
Well, one major limitation is that we can only analyze past data to predict future events. Future events may be completely different, making it challenging to gain insight into how to minimize risk.
That makes sense. What kind of data should we be collecting to ensure the effectiveness of statistical analysis?
We need to collect relevant data from different sources, such as claims data, customer data, and macroeconomic data. This will help us get a comprehensive view of the risks involved.
That makes sense. Thanks for sharing that insight. I think this has been a productive discussion.
Agreed. It was a pleasure working with you, A.
Good afternoon, welcome to our restaurant. Are you here to try our traditional Japanese cuisine?
Yes, I am. I have always been interested in cultural experiences and food.
That's great to hear. What are you in the mood for today? We have a variety of sushi, tempura, and other delightful dishes.
I would like to try the omakase course, please. I trust the chef's recommendations.
Excellent choice. While you're enjoying your meal, would you like me to tell you a bit about the history of Japanese cuisine?
I would love to learn more about it.
Well, Japanese food has evolved over the centuries, influenced by several factors like religion, geography, and available ingredients.
That's fascinating. What about tea ceremony culture? Do you know much about that?
Of course. We actually have a tea ceremony room adjacent to the restaurant where you can experience it firsthand.
That sounds wonderful. I would love to see it after the meal.
We can definitely arrange that. But first, let's enjoy some delicacies.
Absolutely. This sushi is incredible. The flavors and textures are so unique and fresh.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Our chef takes great pride in his work.
I can see that. Wow, the tempura is so crispy and light. And these pickles are a perfect palate cleanser.
Yes, we usually serve pickled vegetables as a way to refresh your taste buds between courses. And speaking of refreshing, would you like to try some sake?
Sure, I'm feeling adventurous today. What do you recommend?
I think our Junmai Jinjo has a beautiful aroma and subtle sweetness that pairs well with sushi.
Sounds perfect. This is delicious. It's unlike any other sake I've tried before.
That's what makes Japanese sake so special. And just wait until you try the matcha tea during your tea ceremony experience.
I can hardly wait. I am thoroughly enjoying this cultural and culinary adventure.
It's our pleasure to share our traditions with you. Would you like to try some dessert now?
Definitely. What's on the menu?
We have traditional Japanese sweets like mochi and yokan, or more modern desserts like green tea ice cream and dorayaki.
I think I'll go for the classic mochi. It reminds me of my childhood.
Excellent choice. We'll bring it out shortly. And in the meantime, I'll get the tea ceremony room ready for you.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful experience. I'll definitely be back here in the future.
It was our pleasure. We look forward to your visit next time. Hey, have you heard about the new project we're working on? The one that involves developing an AI-powered chatbot with voice recognition and natural language processing?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. How do you think we should start?
Well, first we need to decide on the main features we want to incorporate into the chatbot. Do you have any ideas?
How about making it conversational so the customer feels like they're talking to a real person?
That's a great idea. We can use machine learning algorithms to train the chatbot to respond like a human, and use natural language processing to extract the intent behind customer queries.
Exactly. We can also use voice recognition software to allow customers to talk to the chatbot instead of just typing.
That's a good point. We can use a combination of automatic speech recognition and deep learning to recognize speech patterns and convert them into text.
And we can also incorporate sentiment analysis to gauge the customer's emotional state and tailor our responses accordingly.
Right. We can use neural networks to detect sentiment and adjust the tone of the chatbot's responses. It would make the conversation more personalized.
Another feature we could add is multilingual support for customers who speak different languages.
Yes, we can use language translation APIs to automatically translate the chatbot's responses into the customer's preferred language.
And we could also include a dialogue tree to provide multiple options for the customer to choose from in case the chatbot is unable to understand the query.
Yes, a well-defined tree structure would make the chatbot more intuitive and user-friendly. We could also use deep learning algorithms to improve the chatbot's understanding of customer intent and make it more accurate.
And we could use machine learning algorithms to continually improve the chatbot's responses based on customer feedback.
Good point. We can use reinforcement learning to train the chatbot to learn from its mistakes and improve its responses over time.
Yeah, that would make it more efficient and effective for customers. Overall, I think we have a solid plan in place for creating an intelligent chatbot.
Agreed. I can't wait to see the end result. With our combined expertise in machine learning and natural language processing, this project is going to be a huge success. Hey B, how's it going today?
Hey, not too bad, just frying up some chicken for our loyal customers.
Speaking of which, I heard someone came in yesterday and ordered 20 pieces of chicken all for themselves.
Wow, that's impressive. I guess they really love our fried chicken.
Yeah, we must be doing something right. By the way, have you thought about trying out new recipes and flavors for our menu?
Actually, I have. I've been experimenting with a new spicy Korean fried chicken recipe. Want to try it out later?
Definitely. And maybe we can add it to the menu if it's good enough.
Sounds like a plan. Speaking of new things, have you seen the latest kitchen gadgets that just came out?
No, I haven't. What's new?
There's this new air fryer that promises to make fried foods healthier without sacrificing the taste.
Laughs, well, I'm definitely skeptical about that. But it's worth a try.
Agreed. And speaking of trying things, have you tried that new coffee shop next door?
I haven't had the chance. Is it any good?
Oh yeah, they've got the best coffee I've ever tasted. You should definitely give it a try.
Thanks for the recommendation. I'll definitely check it out.
No problem. And let me know what you think about that spicy Korean fried chicken later.
Will do. Keep up the good work frying those chickens, B.
Laughs, you got it, eh?
Hey there. Where can I take you today?
Hi. I was just hoping to tour around the city a bit. Can you recommend some good spots?
Absolutely. Melbourne has a lot of great sights to see. What are you interested in?
Well, I definitely want to see the famous graffiti street art. And maybe check out a museum or two.
You're in luck. Hosier Lane is a must-see for the street art, and the National Gallery of Victoria has some incredible exhibits right now.
Sounds awesome. How far away are those places?
Hosier Lane is only about 10 minutes away by car, and the National Gallery is a bit further, but still within 30 minutes.
Perfect. Let's start with Hosier Lane. Wow. This is amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
It really is something, huh? People come from all over just to see the graffiti.
Do you know anything about the artists who create these pieces?
Yeah, a lot of them are local artists who have gained international recognition for their work. It's really cool to see their work just out in the open like this.
Agreed. All right, let's head off to the National Gallery. This place is huge. Where should we start?
There's a new exhibition that just opened up called Terracotta Warriors, Guardians of Immortality. Definitely check that out.
Okay, thanks for the recommendation. I'm starving. Do you know any good places to eat around here?
Definitely. There's a place a few blocks away called Chin Chin that serves incredible Southeast Asian food.
Sounds perfect. Let's go. This place is packed. Do we need to make a reservation?
Unfortunately, they don't take reservations, but the wait is definitely worth it. Trust me.
All right, let's do it. That was so worth the wait. The food was incredible.
I'm glad you liked it. Always happy to recommend a good spot.
Thanks for everything today. I had a great time.
Anytime. It was a pleasure showing you around Melbourne. Don't forget to check out some of the other sites tomorrow. Hi there. Have you tried the lobster dish here?
Actually, I have. It was amazing. How about you?
Yes, I just had it and I'm blown away. I never knew lobster could be this delicious.
Right? The buttery flavor and the tenderness, it's like a party in my mouth.
I also love how it's presented, with the claws and tail intact. It made me feel like a king.
Absolutely. And the sides that come with it? The baked potato and steamed vegetables were cooked to perfection.
I couldn't agree more. I'm so glad I tried it. It's definitely worth the price.
Definitely. But if you want to save some money, you can always go for the lobster sandwich instead. Equally delicious, but less expensive.
That's a great tip, thanks for letting me know. I'll definitely try it next time.
No problem. I know how tough it is to resist lobster once you've had a taste.
Haha, you're not wrong there. It's going to be hard to order anything else now.
I hear you. But hey, at least we know we can always come back here for more lobster goodness.
Yes, we definitely should. Thanks for the recommendation and for sharing the experience with me.
My pleasure. It's always great to enjoy good food with good company.
Hey, have you heard about ISO 27001 Information Asset?
Yes, I have. That's the international standard for managing information security, right?
Absolutely. It makes sure that your information is protected from unauthorized access, theft, and other risks.
Sounds great. But it also sounds boring.
Not at all. It's a fun way to ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information.
Okay, but tell me more. What are the benefits of implementing ISO 27001?
Well, for starters, it helps you comply with legal and regulatory requirements. And it also improves your reputation, as clients trust organizations that take their security seriously.
Wow, that's awesome. And what's the process to implement it?
It's actually quite simple. You just have to assess your risks, develop policies and procedures, and monitor and review your security regularly.
Great. I think I'll convince my boss to implement it. But do you think it will cost a lot?
Actually, the cost of implementing ISO 27001 varies depending on the size of the organization, but in the long run, it will save you money by preventing security breaches and data loss.
That's a good point. Thanks for the info.
You're welcome. And make sure to stay safe online. Good afternoon, sir. May I see your driver's license and vehicle registration, please?
Sure thing, officer. Here you go.
Thank you. Just a quick observation, I noticed your taillight is out. Have you been meaning to get that fixed?
Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting to take it to the mechanic.
I understand. It's a common mistake. But it's important to keep all your vehicle lights working properly for your own safety as well as that of other road users.
Absolutely. I'll definitely get it fixed as soon as possible.
Great. So can you tell me the reason why you were driving 10 kilometers above the speed limit before I pulled you over?
Oh, I was running a bit late for an appointment.
I see. Well, it's important to always observe the speed limit on the road for the safety of everyone on it. I'll just give you a verbal warning this time, but please be more aware in the future.
Thank you, officer. I appreciate it.
No problem. So, how's your day going so far?
Pretty good. Just hoping to finish my errands and head back home soon.
Understandable. Well, I hope the rest of your day goes smoothly.
Thank you, officer. You too. Stay safe out there on the road.
Will do. Take care, sir. Hi there. I heard you're a game developer. What kind of game are you working on?
Hey. Yeah, I'm actually designing a historical game that takes place during the medieval period. It's still in the early stages, though.
That sounds intriguing. What makes it different from other historical games?
Well, we're really focusing on the accuracy of the time period. We want players to feel like they're actually living in that era. Plus, we're adding some fictional elements to keep the game engaging and entertaining.
Nice. Do you have any favorite medieval moments or figures that you hope to include?
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of Joan of Arc and Richard the Lionheart. We'll definitely be including them in some way.
Cool. How about gameplay mechanics? Are there any unique ones you're incorporating?
We're actually experimenting with incorporating player choices that affect the outcome of events. We want the players to feel like they have agency in the game.
That's a great idea. Are graphics something you're focusing on?
Definitely. We want the art to really draw the players in and make them feel like they're in the game.
So cool. When can we expect to see this game released?
It's still a ways off, but we're hoping to release it in about a year or so.
Can't wait to see it. What platform will it be available on?
It'll be available on PC and consoles.
I'll have to keep an eye out for it. Thanks for chatting with me about it.
No problem. Thanks for showing interest.
Hi B, how's it going?
Hey A, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, let's talk about this enterprise website design.
Sure thing. What kind of look and feel do you think we should go for?
I was thinking something modern with a clean and minimalistic design.
That sounds like a good idea. We could use a lot of white space and some bold typography to really make things pop.
Definitely. We should also make sure that the site is responsive and works well on mobile devices.
Agreed. And what about the color scheme? Any thoughts on that?
I was thinking a blue and gray color palette would work well for an enterprise site.
Sounds good. Maybe we could throw in a few accent colors here and there to add some visual interest.
Great idea. And what about the layout? How should we structure the content?
We should aim for a clear and logical hierarchy of information with easy-to-use navigation elements.
Absolutely. And what about the imagery and photography?
We could use high-quality images of people using the company's services or products to give a sense of authenticity and credibility.
I like it. And lastly, what about the website's functionality? Anything we need to consider?
We should make sure that the site is optimized for search engines and that it integrates well with the company's existing marketing and social media campaigns.
Great points. I think we're on the same page here. This is going to be a modern and sleek enterprise website that will really set the company apart.
Definitely. I'm excited to get started on the design.
Me too. Let's make this site something special. Hi there. It's great to have someone as enthusiastic as you volunteering to help us educate the children. Today we're going to discuss how we can educate the children in our community about the importance of agriculture. Yes, I agree. Maybe we can consider incorporating field trips to local farms or conducting simple experiments to understand the science behind agriculture. Absolutely. It would also help them to appreciate the hard work and dedication involved in farming. Precisely. It's crucial that we educate them on current issues in agriculture and encourage them to cultivate healthy eating habits. Definitely. Through these efforts, we can impart valuable lessons to our children that will help them appreciate and understand the importance of agriculture. Yes, let's do it. Thank you for your enthusiasm and valuable input. Hey there, how's it going?
It's going well. Just trying to figure out how to optimize our database for drug research.
That's always a tricky one. What kind of data are you working with?
Well, we have a lot of clinical trial data, patient information, and drug efficacy metrics.
Sounds complicated. Have you considered using a cloud-based system to store all this information?
Actually, yes. I think it could work well. Do you recommend any particular service?
Personally, I think Amazon Web Services or Microsoft Azure could be great options.
Thanks for the suggestion. What about how we can make the data more accessible to our researchers?
Well, you could start by creating dashboards in a business intelligence tool. That way, researchers can easily visualize the data and explore it.
That sounds like a great idea. Do you have any experience with BI tools?
Yes, I've worked with Microsoft Power BI and Tableau before. Both are user-friendly and have a lot of great features.
Awesome. Do you think we should also consider using machine learning algorithms to optimize our database queries?
Absolutely. With the amount of data you have, it could be really beneficial to use ML to identify patterns and relationships.
That's what I was thinking too. Do you have any experience with ML?
A little bit, but not a ton. However, there are plenty of online courses and resources you can use to learn more.
Yeah, I've heard of some really good online courses. Do you have any favorites?
I would recommend the courses on Coursera or Udacity. Both have a lot of great instructors and resources.
Thanks for the suggestion. Hey, do you have any recommendations on how we can keep our data secure?
Sure thing. One thing you can do is use encryption to protect sensitive information. You can also consider setting up user authentication and access controls.
Ah, I see. That makes sense. Security is definitely a top priority for us.
Definitely. Hey, I think we're making some great progress here. Do you want to grab some lunch and continue this conversation?
That sounds like a great idea. Thanks for all your help.
Hi. I'm A, the model for today's photo shoot. Nice to meet you.
Hi A, I'm B, the photographer. Nice to meet you too. So, let's get started.
Sure thing. What do you have in mind for the first shot?
Well, I was thinking of highlighting the wrist for this product. Maybe we can have you wear some bracelets or a watch.
Sounds good to me. Do you have any specific poses in mind?
How about holding your wrist up to your face or placing your hand on your hip?
I can definitely do that. What about the next product?
For the next one, I was thinking of focusing on the hand. Maybe we can have you hold the product in your hand and show it off?
Great idea. Should I make a fist or keep my hand relaxed?
Let's try both and see which one looks better on camera.
Okay, sounds good. By the way, have you taken many product photo shoots before?
Yeah, I've done a few. It's always fun to play around with different angles and lighting to make the product look its best.
That's true. And as a model, I always try to bring out the best features of the product by showcasing it in the best light possible.
Well said. Speaking of light, the lighting setup for this shoot is amazing. It really brings out the colors in the product.
Definitely. And the backdrop gives a great contrast to the product without overpowering it. I love the minimalist approach.
Me too. I think the focus should be on the product, and having too many distractions in the background takes away from it.
Absolutely. It's all about highlighting the product's features and making it stand out.
Well said, A. I think we're going to get some great shots today.
I completely agree, B. I can feel it in my wrist and hand.
Haha. You're quite witty, A. Let's get to it then.
Hi there, I'm the designer assigned to this project. Nice to meet you. So, what do you think of the location we have here for building the new house? Yes, that's exactly what we aim to achieve with the design. We have to ensure that it matches the local style. Well, the client wants a spacious living room, 2 bedrooms, and a kitchen. We can also include a porch overlooking the countryside. We will go for mud, cob or brick with natural finishing to give it a rustic finish. We're thinking about metal sheets since they are inexpensive and also reflect the hot sun rays. Yes, we should make use of solar panels. With the abundance of sunlight around here, we can utilize clean energy and also save on power bills. Same here. Let's get to work and make it happen. Hey there, B. It's great to be working with you on this project.
Yes, indeed. So what do we need to focus on for this travel website?
Well, we need to make sure it's easy to use and navigate for our customers. What do you think?
Absolutely. We should make sure our design elements are consistent and aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
I couldn't agree more. It's important that our website doesn't overwhelm our users and leaves them feeling confused.
Definitely. We should create some user personas to identify what features will be most important to them.
That's a great idea. And we should make sure that our website is mobile responsive so our users can access it on the go.
Yes, we don't want to miss out on customers who are using their smartphones or tablets to plan their trip.
And we should make sure our search bar is prominent on the home page, so customers can easily find what they need.
Agreed. We should also offer various payment options, such as credit card or PayPal, to make it easier for customers to complete their transactions.
That sounds like a good plan. And we can include some customer reviews or ratings to make the booking process more trustworthy and user-friendly.
Perfect. It's important that our customers feel confident in their purchases and know that they're getting the best deal.
Exactly. Overall, we need to make sure this website is easy, fun, and accessible not only for our customers, but for us to manage as well.
Well said, A. Let's get to work and make this website the best it can be.
Hi there, B. How's it going today?
Not too bad, thanks for asking. How about you?
Can't complain. So, what brings you to the bank today?
Well, I'm working on a project to better understand customer needs using data analytics, and I thought I could get some insight from you, the database expert.
Ah, I see. So, what specific data are you looking to integrate?
We're gathering data from various sources, including customer feedback and transaction history, and we want to combine it all to get a more comprehensive view.
Sounds like a great plan. Have you thought about using any specific tools or technologies?
Yes, we're currently experimenting with a few data visualization and machine learning applications.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see the results. Do you have any concerns or challenges you're facing?
Well, we are dealing with a large amount of data, so managing and organizing everything can get pretty overwhelming.
I hear you. Have you thought about using a cloud-based solution for storage and processing?
That's actually something we are considering. I think it could definitely help alleviate some of the data management headaches.
Definitely. And don't forget about security. We don't want any sensitive customer information getting into the wrong hands.
Yes, that's a great point. We're taking security very seriously and have implemented several measures to protect customer data.
That's great to hear. So, what are some specific insights you hope to gain from this project?
We're looking to identify patterns in customer behavior and preferences so we can personalize our offerings and better serve our customers.
Smart goal. I think data-driven decisions are the way to go in today's business landscape.
Absolutely. The more data we have, the more informed decisions we can make.
Well, I wish you the best of luck with your project. B. Keep me updated on your progress.
Thanks, A. Will do. It was great chatting with you.
Good morning, B. How are you feeling today?
Good morning, A. I'm feeling okay, just a bit nervous about the checkup.
Don't worry, it's just a routine checkup. Let's start with taking your blood pressure.
Okay, sounds good. I hope it's not high.
Taking blood pressure, don't worry, it's perfect. You're in great shape.
That's a relief. I've been trying to take better care of myself lately.
That's great to hear. Anything in particular you've been doing?
Yeah, I've been eating more vegetables and going for walks every day.
Excellent. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, I will. So, what's next on the list?
We'll be checking your temperature next. Have you had a fever recently?
No, I've been feeling fine. No signs of any illness.
That's good to hear. Let's check your temperature now. Perfectly normal. You're doing great, B.
Phew, thank goodness. I'm glad everything seems fine.
Yes, everything looks great. Do you have any questions or concerns for me?
No, not really. This was actually a lot less scary than I thought it would be.
That's fantastic. I'm glad I could make it a positive experience for you.
Thank you so much, A. You really put me at ease.
Of course, it's all part of the job. Now, just wait here for a moment, and I'll go grab your results. Hi there, it's nice to meet you. I'm excited to try this Vietnamese restaurant.
Hi, same here. I heard their pho is amazing. What are you planning to order?
I think I'm going to go with the banh mi sandwich and spring rolls. What about you?
I'm definitely getting the pho, but I'm also curious about the bun cha grilled pork. Can't wait to dig in.
Me too. So, as a YouTuber, what kind of content do you usually create?
Well, I do a lot of travel and food vlogging, and I also share a bit about my personal life. It's a fun job, but it can be challenging at times trying to come up with new ideas.
I can imagine. As a blogger, I feel the same way sometimes. But hey, at least we get to eat amazing food like this and share it with others.
That's so true. Speaking of which, have you tried any particularly interesting dishes during your travels?
Let me think. I once had a reindeer meatball in Norway that was pretty unique. And I tried a durian fruit smoothie in Thailand that was an acquired taste.
Haha, yeah, durian can be pretty polarizing. I once had a charcoal ice cream cone in Japan. It was black and had a smoky flavor. Definitely one of the most interesting things I've tried.
Wow, that does sound intriguing. It's amazing how different cultures have such distinct cuisine. I guess that's part of what makes our jobs so fun.
Absolutely. It's never a dull moment when there's always something new to discover and share with our audiences.
Agreed. Well, our food has arrived, so let's dig in and enjoy this delicious meal. Cheers. Hey B, what's up?
Not much, just trying to optimize our image processing algorithms. How about you?
Same here. It's quite challenging to make them run faster without compromising quality.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Do you have any ideas on how to improve them?
I was thinking about using parallel processing. We could divide the workload between multiple processors to speed things up.
That's a good idea. We could also try to reduce the amount of data we're processing by using compression or downsampling techniques.
Agreed. And what if we applied some machine learning algorithms to automatically adjust the parameters of our image filters?
That's an interesting idea. We could create a model that analyzes the input image and finds the best combination of filters to apply.
Exactly. And we could use cloud computing services to handle the heavy processing tasks and distribute the workload.
Sure, that would help us scale our system and handle large volumes of images. By the way, have you seen the latest research on deep learning for image recognition?
Yes, I have. It's amazing how accurate those models can be. We could use them to classify images and apply different processing techniques based on their content.
That's right. We could also use them to automatically remove noise or enhance details in specific areas of the image.
I like that idea. And we could also use image segmentation techniques to separate the different elements of an image and apply different filters to each of them.
Yes, that would allow us to achieve a more customizable result that matches the user's preferences. Speaking of which, what about user interfaces?
That's an important aspect too. We should design a user-friendly interface that allows users to tweak the different parameters and see the results in real time.
Absolutely. And we could also offer predefined presets for different types of images, such as landscapes, portraits, or products.
Yeah, that would make our product more accessible to non-expert users as well. And we could use social media and user reviews to gather feedback and improve our algorithms over time.
Great idea. It's always important to listen to our users and understand their needs. I think we're on the right track here.
Agreed. With the latest technologies and creative approaches, there's no limit to what we can achieve in image processing. Let's keep pushing the boundaries. Hey, B. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm good too. It's a nice day to sit in the park and talk about children's mental health and education.
Absolutely. It's important to make sure we are providing the best support for our young ones. Speaking of which, what do you think is the biggest issue affecting children's mental health today?
Well, there are many factors, but I believe the pressure to succeed can be overwhelming for them.
Yes, especially in today's society where success is often defined by academic accomplishments and extracurricular activities. But we should also focus on building their emotional intelligence and teaching them healthy coping mechanisms.
Absolutely. That's where education comes into play. We should provide them with the tools and resources necessary to manage their emotions and stress.
I completely agree. It's important to create a safe and supportive environment for children to develop these skills, both at school and at home.
And we should also promote physical activity, as it can also have a positive effect on their mental well-being.
Definitely. It's a holistic approach that benefits both their physical and mental health.
Well, it's been a great chat, B. Thanks for discussing this important topic with me.
Likewise, hey. It's always great to talk with someone who shares the same passion for children's well-being. See you soon.
Good morning, B. How are you doing today?
Hi, A. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great, looking forward to discussing the design plan for your project. Have a seat, let's get started.
Thanks, I'm excited to see what you've come up with. I really like your style.
That's great to hear. So, I've been working on some ideas for your logo design. I was thinking of incorporating some bold, bright colors to really make it stand out.
Sounds interesting. What about the typography?
I was thinking of using a modern sans serif font to complement the bold colors.
That sounds good, but I'm a bit hesitant about the use of strong colors. Maybe we could try some pastel shades instead?
Of course, we can definitely make adjustments to suit your preference. I can show you some mock-ups using pastel colors as well.
Great, that would be perfect. Also, could we incorporate some visual elements to represent our brand values?
Definitely, we can work together to find some symbols or icons that represent your brand identity. I'm always open to collaboration and input from my clients.
I really appreciate that, eh? I'm glad we're working together on this project.
Me too, B. It's always exciting to work with a client who is passionate about their brand. I'm looking forward to creating something visually stunning for you.
Likewise, thanks for your help and expertise.
Hey, have you tried the brownies at that new bakery downtown?
No, not yet. Are they any good?
They're amazing. Fudgy and chewy, and the chocolate just melts in your mouth.
You're making me hungry. I have to try them now.
Go for it, but be warned, they're addictive.
I bet they're loaded with calories, though.
Oh, definitely. But who cares? Life's too short not to indulge in some delicious brownies every now and then.
You have a point there. So, what makes a great brownie in your opinion?
For me, it's all about the texture. It has to be chewy on the inside but with a slightly crispy top. And of course, it has to be chocolatey.
That sounds like the perfect brownie.
It is. What about you? What do you look for in a brownie?
I like mine to be rich and dense, but not too sweet. And a little nutty flavor never hurts either.
Have you ever tried adding some sea salt on top of your brownies? It gives a nice salty-sweet combo.
That sounds interesting. I'll have to try that next time.
Definitely do. And speaking of trying new things, have you ever had a blondie before?
A blondie? Isn't that just a white chocolate brownie?
Sort of, but it has its own unique flavor. It's like a cross between a brownie and a cookie with a butterscotch taste. You should try it sometime.
I definitely will. Thanks for the suggestion.
No problem. You gotta keep your brownie game strong, you know?
Absolutely. Can't wait to go get some brownies now.
Same here. Let's go satisfy our sweet tooth cravings. Hi there. Can I have a screwdriver, please?
Sure thing. Would you like a classic screwdriver with just orange juice and vodka, or would you prefer any twists in it?
What kind of twists do you have in mind?
Well, we have a tropical twist where we add pineapple juice, or a spicy twist where we add a pinch of cayenne pepper. We also have a sweet twist where we add a splash of grenadine.
Wow, those all sound interesting. I think I'll go with the tropical twist.
Great choice. Coming right up. So, are you here on vacation?
Yes, I am. I'm exploring the city and its hidden gems.
That's awesome. Have you been to any cool places so far?
Definitely. I visited a beautiful park that's perfect for picnics, and I tried some local street food that was delicious.
That sounds amazing. I always love hearing about people's travel experiences. Here's your tropical screwdriver.
Thank you. It looks and smells amazing. Takes a sip. Oh, that's really good.
I'm glad you like it. If you're interested, we have some bar snacks that go great with our drinks.
Oh, really? What do you recommend?
Our nachos are always a crowd pleaser. Or, if you're in the mood for something spicy, our buffalo wings are a must-try.
That sounds tempting. You're making me hungry already.
Haha, well, let me know if you're hungry and I'll get you some snacks. Enjoy your drink and your vacation.
Good morning, B. How are you today?
Good morning, Ms. A. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm good too. It's a lovely day outside, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I love the warm weather.
Speaking of warm weather, have you made any plans for the summer?
Yes, I'm planning on going to the beach with my family. How about you, Ms. A?
I'm planning to go hiking with some friends. Have you ever been hiking before?
No, I haven't. But I would love to try it sometime.
You should definitely give it a try. It's a great way to stay active and enjoy nature.
That sounds interesting. Do you have any recommendations for good hiking spots?
There's a great trail nearby called the Pine Mountain Trail. It's not too difficult, and the views are amazing.
Thanks for the suggestion, Ms. A. I'll definitely look into it.
You're welcome. So, how's your classwork going? Are you keeping up with your assignments?
Yes, I am. I actually just finished a project for my history class.
Oh, what was the project about?
We had to research and create a presentation about a historical figure. I chose to do mine on Martin Luther King Jr.
Excellent choice. He was a very important figure in American history.
Yes, I learned a lot about him during my research.
That's great to hear. Keep up the good work, B.
Thank you, Ms. A. I will.
Hey, have you ever been to Australia before?
Yes, I went to Cairns last year. It was amazing.
That sounds cool. But what if something unexpected happens during your trip? Do you know any emergency services there?
Of course, I did my research before going. There's the Cairns Base Hospital, which is the largest hospital in the far north Queensland region.
That's good to know. But what if you need non-medical emergency services, like search and rescue?
I think you could contact the state emergency services for that. They handle things like floods, storms, and other emergencies.
What about police or firefighters?
For police, you can dial 000 or 112 for emergency. As for the fire department, it's the Queensland Fire and Emergency Services.
Oh, that's nice. By the way, do they speak English with an accent in Cairns?
Well, yeah, it's not exactly the Queen's English you'll hear. It's more like a mix of Australian English and some local slang.
Interesting. Could you give me an example of a local slang there?
Sure. One thing you'll hear a lot is no worries. It means something like don't worry about it or it's all good.
Got it. So if I need some help from locals, how should I approach them?
Just be friendly and polite. Aussies are known for being laid back and hospitable.
That sounds great. I hope I can visit Cairns someday.
You definitely should. It's one of the best places to enjoy nature and adventure in Australia.
Thank you for all the tips. I feel more confident and prepared for my future trip there.
Anytime. I'm always happy to share my travel experiences and insights.
Hey there, B. I heard you're interested in learning about Windows Server. I'm happy to help.
That's great, A. I've heard that it's a useful skill to have in the tech industry.
Absolutely. Windows Server is used by many organizations to manage their networks, so it's definitely worth learning.
Where should I start?
Well, first you should make sure you have a good understanding of basic networking concepts. After that, you can start learning about the different versions of Windows Server and how they're used.
What kind of resources do you recommend?
Microsoft has some great resources on their website. You can also check out books and online courses to supplement your learning.
Is there anything specific I should focus on?
Yes, definitely make sure you learn how to manage user accounts, permissions, and file sharing. Those are some of the key functions of Windows Server.
That makes sense. It sounds like there's a lot to learn.
There definitely is, but it's worth it. Knowing how to work with Windows Server can be a valuable skill in the tech industry.
Thanks for your help, A. I'm excited to dive into learning more about Windows Server.
Absolutely, B. I'm always happy to help. Good luck with your studies. Good morning, B. It's a beautiful day in the vineyard, isn't it?
Yes, it is. How are you today, A?
I'm good, thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing well. We have a lot of work to do today, though.
Yes, but it's all worth it when we have a great harvest.
That's true. So, are we going to start with the red wine today?
Yes, let's get started. The grapes look perfect for the red wine.
I agree. We should start picking them before the sun gets too hot.
Absolutely. We don't want to damage the grapes by picking them in the heat.
That's right. After we pick and crush the grapes, we should taste the juice, don't you think?
Of course. It's always exciting to see how the grapes have transformed into juice.
And then we can start the fermentation process. I always find that fascinating.
Oh yes, there's nothing like the smell of fermenting grapes. It's like music to my nose.
Laughing, music to your nose, eh? You have a way with words, eh?
Chuckling, I like to think so. And speaking of music, let's put on some tunes to make the work go faster.
Now you're speaking my language. I'll grab the speaker.
Great. And after we finish, we can sit down and enjoy a glass of last year's vintage.
Sounds like a plan. Cheers to hard work and great winemaking.
Cheers, B. Let's get to work. Hey, have you tried the appetizers here?
No, not yet. I'm usually focused on the main course.
Well, you should give them a shot. They're delicious.
Really? Any recommendations?
The stuffed mushrooms are a personal favorite. But the mozzarella sticks are also pretty tasty.
I do love cheese. Maybe I'll go for the mozzarella sticks.
Great choice. And if you're feeling adventurous, the calamari is also really good.
Calamari? I've never tried it before.
Don't be afraid to try new things. It's fried and crispy on the outside, and tender on the inside.
Maybe I will give it a try. And what about the bruschetta?
Oh, it's a classic. The tomatoes are fresh and bursting with flavor, and the bread is perfectly toasted.
That sounds amazing. I think I'm going to have a hard time deciding.
Why not mix and match? You can get a sampler platter and try a little bit of everything.
Ooh, that's a great idea. You're a real appetizer expert.
Hey, when it comes to food, I like to think of myself as a connoisseur.
Haha, well, I'm glad I have you here to guide me through the appetizer menu. Let's go ahead and order that sampler platter.
Hi there, B. How's it going? I heard we have some performance issues with our cloud services. Have you been able to dig deeper into it?
Hi, A. Yeah, I've been doing some analysis and it seems like our servers are not able to keep up with the increased traffic. We need to optimize our cloud services to improve their performance.
That makes sense. Have you considered exploring microservices architecture? It can help with scaling and independently deploying and updating services.
Great idea, A. I have actually been looking into that. Additionally, I think we should also implement autoscaling to avoid manually scaling up and down based on traffic.
Definitely. And what about cloud load balancing? By distributing client requests across multiple servers, we can ensure better resource utilization and reduced latency.
Agreed. And we can also use CDN, content delivery networks, to cache content and reduce the load on our servers. Plus, it will improve the user experience by decreasing the page loading time.
That's true. But we should also make sure to monitor our services using tools like AWS CloudWatch or Google Stackdriver to identify any issues and act proactively.
Yes, that's a good point. And finally, we need to make sure that our services are secure and meet compliance standards to avoid any breaches.
Absolutely. This is an ongoing process, and we need to be continually evaluating and optimizing our cloud services to provide the best experience for our clients.
For sure. It's exciting to be working in such a dynamic environment, don't you think?
Definitely. I always find it fascinating how technology evolves and changes, and how we need to adapt with it. It's challenging, but also very rewarding.
That's the spirit. Let's continue to optimize our cloud services and keep up with the latest developments in the industry.
Sounds like a plan, B. Thanks for your input on this. Hey B. How are you doing today?
Hi A. I'm doing great, thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing well too. I'm excited to talk to you about learning .NET Framework. Have you ever worked with it before?
No, I haven't. I'm actually quite new to programming in general.
No worries, we all have to start somewhere. I highly recommend starting with some basic C# programming tutorials to get a good foundation before diving into .NET.
Thanks for the tip. Do you have any favorite resources for learning C#?
Definitely check out Code Academy and Pluralsight. They have some great interactive courses that will help you get up to speed quickly.
That sounds perfect. Once I get the basics down, where should I go to learn more about .NET Framework specifically?
In my experience, Microsoft's official documentation is a great place to start. It's well organized and very thorough. Plus, there are always helpful forums where you can ask questions and get advice from other developers.
That's good to know. How long do you think it will take me to feel comfortable working with .NET?
It really depends on how much time and effort you're willing to put in. But if you stay dedicated and keep practicing, I think you could start feeling confident within a few months.
Wow, that's not too bad. Thanks for all the advice, A. I'm looking forward to getting started.
Absolutely. And remember, the most important thing is to have fun and keep learning. Good luck. Welcome to our tour, everyone. I'm your guide, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
It's a beautiful day to explore the city's famous landmarks.
We're excited to see everything.
Great. There's so much to see, so let's get started. First, let's visit the town square.
Wow, it's so bustling with people and activity.
Yes, there's always something going on here. Do you know what the name of the statue in the center is?
Is it a famous person from history?
Nope, it's actually a fictional character from a children's book.
Really? That's so interesting.
Now let's move on to the Historical Museum. They have an exhibit on the city's past.
That sounds like a great learning opportunity.
It definitely is. And don't forget to take lots of pictures to show your friends and family back home.
You got it, Bob.
Lastly, before we end the tour, let me take you to my favorite ice cream shop.
We never say no to ice cream.
Excellent. The shop offers unique flavors you can only find here in the city.
Yum, we can't wait to try them all.
That's the spirit. Enjoy the rest of your trip, everyone. Wow, this burger is amazing. As a food critic, I'm impressed.
I agree, and the presentation is perfect for my food photography portfolio.
I can't decide which is better, the juicy patty or the homemade brioche bun.
And the cheese. It's a melt-in-your-mouth sensation.
Don't forget the truffle fries. They're so addictive.
Snap got it. The lighting here makes everything look even more delicious.
You know, I think this meal just made my top 5 list for this month.
Same here. And I've been to a lot of restaurants in Cape Town.
It's no wonder the chef is renowned in the food industry.
I'm definitely coming back here for more shots. Maybe we should try their desserts next time.
Great idea. And I'll bring a notebook to jot down flavor notes for my next review.
Works for me. Let's finish up and do some more photography outside while the lighting is perfect.
Hey Bee, look at that dog over there. He's chasing his tail.
Haha. He's so silly. Why do dogs even do that, Dad?
Well, son, it's actually a way for them to stay entertained and relieve boredom.
That makes sense. I get pretty bored too sometimes.
Speaking of boredom, have you been keeping up with your reading?
Yeah, I just finished Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. It was so exciting.
Oh cool, what was your favorite part?
I loved the Triwizard Tournament, especially the underwater task.
That was one of my favorites too. You know, there's a scene in that book where they're walking in a spooky graveyard.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, maybe we can go on our own spooky adventure and explore that old abandoned house by the lake.
Really? That sounds awesome.
Of course, just promise me you won't get scared and cling on to me the whole time.
Hey, I'm not a baby anymore. I can handle it.
All right, I believe you. Let's continue our walk and enjoy this beautiful day.
Sounds good to me, Dad. Thanks for taking me out here.
Anytime, son. You know, I love spending time with you. Hi there, I'm a food seasoning expert. Do you mind if I give you a few suggestions for your dishes today?
Oh, hello. I'm always up for trying out new flavors. What do you recommend?
How about trying a fusion of Asian and Mediterranean flavors? You could use some soy sauce, sesame oil, garlic, and ginger, along with some oregano, thyme, and lemon juice.
That sounds interesting. What kind of dishes would you recommend for this fusion?
You could try marinating some chicken or shrimp in the sauce and grilling them. Or, you could even toss some veggies like bell peppers, onions, and mushrooms with the sauce, and roast them in the oven.
I like the sound of both those ideas. What if we want to go for something more traditional and classic?
For something classic, you can never go wrong with a good old tomato sauce. Try adding some fresh basil and Parmesan cheese to really elevate the flavors.
That sounds delicious. What would you serve that sauce with?
You can serve it with anything from spaghetti to chicken Parmesan. Even adding it to a homemade pizza would be a great idea.
I'm definitely going to try that out. Do you have any tips for achieving the perfect balance of flavors in a dish?
My number one tip is to always taste as you go. You can always add more of something if it needs it. Don't be afraid to experiment and have fun with different flavor combinations.
Thank you so much for all your suggestions and tips, hey. I can't wait to get cooking.
Good afternoon, welcome to our hotel by the beach. How can I assist you today?
Hi, thank you. I was wondering if you had any rooms available for the next 2 nights with a view of the ocean.
Sure thing. We do have a few rooms left with ocean views. Would you like me to show you some options?
That would be great. Also, do you have any recommendations for things to do in the area?
Of course. You can try the water sports activities on the beach, explore the nearby hiking trails, or visit some of the local tourist attractions.
That sounds perfect. Can you help me book some of those activities?
Absolutely, I can arrange that for you. Would you prefer to book them in advance or when you arrive?
I think I'll book them when I arrive, so I can plan my schedule accordingly.
Sounds like a plan. We also have a restaurant in the hotel with amazing seafood, if you're interested.
Oh, I love seafood. I'll definitely check it out.
Great. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I think that's everything. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. Please let me know if you need anything during your stay. Enjoy your time by the beach. Hi B, it's great to see you today. How's your day going?
Not too bad, thanks for asking. How about you?
Busy as usual, but things are good. Listen, I wanted to chat with you about DevOps.
Sure, what's on your mind?
Well, as you know, we're trying to figure out how to better integrate software development and IT operations. I was hoping you could shed some light on that.
Absolutely. I think it's all about collaboration and communication.
That's what I've heard. Can you give me some examples?
Sure. Let's say we're rolling out a new application. Instead of having the developers and ops teams working separately and then coming together at the end, they should be working together throughout the entire process.
That makes sense. Any other tips?
Yes, automation is key. We should be automating as many processes as possible in order to reduce errors and ensure consistency.
Excellent. I know there's often a lot of resistance to change when it comes to these things. How do you handle that?
Well, I think it's important to be transparent and communicate why we're doing what we're doing. And we need to be willing to listen to feedback and adjust accordingly.
That's a good approach. Speaking of feedback, do you have any thoughts on how we can better measure our success in DevOps?
Sure. We should be looking at metrics like deployment frequency, lead time for changes, and mean time to recover from failures.
Great points. I know we're dealing with a lot of legacy systems here. How do we ensure they're integrated into our new DevOps approach?
It can be a challenge, but it's definitely doable. We should be looking for ways to modernize those systems and create APIs that allow them to communicate with newer systems.
I see. And what about security? That's always a concern.
Absolutely. We need to be incorporating security into our DevOps workflow from the beginning. Security testing should be happening throughout the development lifecycle, not just at the end.
Got it. This is all really helpful. Anything else I should know?
Just that DevOps is all about continuous improvement. We should always be looking for ways to improve our processes and make things run more smoothly.
That's a great philosophy to have. Thanks so much for your insights, B.
My pleasure, A. Let's keep the conversation going.
Hi there. Is this your first time visiting the Statue of Liberty?
Yes, it is. I'm so excited to be here.
Great. You picked a fantastic day to come. The weather is perfect for photos with the statue in the background.
Absolutely. I can't wait to take a bunch of photos to show my family and friends.
Well, you're in luck. The line for the crown is shorter than usual today, if you'd like to go up for a bird's eye view.
Wow, that sounds amazing. How many steps do we have to climb?
Just over 350 steps, but it's definitely worth it for the views.
Okay, let's do it.
Great, let me lead you over to the entrance. And after that, we can take some awesome photos at the base of the statue.
That sounds perfect. Thank you so much for your help and for being a great guide.
It's my pleasure. I love showing people around the city, especially when they're as excited as you are.
You've been amazing so far. Do you have any recommendations for other spots we should check out while we're in New York?
Sure do. Have you been to Central Park yet? It's a must-see and perfect for a relaxing picnic.
No, I haven't been yet. That sounds like a great idea.
Glad to hear it. And if you're looking to do some shopping, I highly recommend browsing the Chelsea Market.
Thank you so much for the tips. I can't wait to explore even more of this amazing city.
My pleasure. And remember, if you have any more questions or need any help, don't hesitate to ask me. Hi, it's great to meet you. I'm really excited about this opportunity.
Hi there, yes, it's great to meet you too. So let's get started. Can you tell me a bit about your educational background?
Of course. I have a bachelor's degree in computer science and a master's in software engineering.
Great, those are both relevant qualifications for this role. Now, what experience do you have managing software development teams?
I have over 6 years of experience managing and leading teams in this field. My last role was as senior development manager at a leading tech company.
Excellent. And what about your technical skills? Are you familiar with modern software development tools and processes?
Yes, I keep up to date with the latest technologies and have experience with agile development methodologies, as well as continuous delivery and integration.
Fantastic. One last thing, what motivates you about working in the software development industry?
I love the fast-paced and constantly evolving nature of this field. I'm passionate about technology and enjoy leading teams to produce innovative solutions to complex problems.
It sounds like you have all the necessary qualifications and skills for the position. Thanks for your time today, and we will be in touch soon.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity and looking forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Hi there, have you ever tasted borscht?
Yes, I have. It's a traditional soup in Eastern Europe. Why do you ask?
I just tried it for the first time, and I'm not sure if I like it.
Oh, really? What didn't you like about it?
Well, the soup's texture is quite thick and has a tangy taste, which I'm not used to.
I understand. Borscht is known for its unique combination of sweet and sour flavors. But personally, I love it.
Really? What's your favorite ingredient in it?
My favorite ingredient is the beetroot. It gives the soup its signature color and a great earthy taste.
I never thought of it that way. Maybe I'll try it again with an open mind. How do you usually eat it?
I like to have my borscht with a dollop of sour cream on top and a slice of bread on the side.
That sounds delicious. I'll definitely try it that way. Thanks for the tips.
No problem. It's always good to try new things, especially when it comes to food.
Absolutely. I'm glad I gave borscht a chance. Who knows, it might become my new favorite soup.
I'm happy to hear that. It's always great to discover new and interesting flavors.
Hey B, have you seen the results of the vulnerability scan?
Yeah, I did. It looks like we have some work to do.
Definitely. It's always better to take care of the vulnerabilities before the attackers find them.
I totally agree. So, which one stood out to you the most?
I would say the one where we still have default credentials for one of our database servers.
Oh no, that's bad. We should have changed that a long time ago.
I know, but better late than never. I think we should change it ASAP.
Yeah, we should. Do you have any other suggestions?
Well, the scan also showed that some of our software versions are outdated. We should update them too.
Okay. I'll work on that. Anything else?
Actually, there's one more. It seems that we have an unsecured port on a firewall.
Oh, that's not good. Thanks for bringing that up. I'll make sure to fix it.
No problem. Remember to keep track of our vulnerability management plan too.
Definitely. Caring for our security is a team effort. Timing is everything.
Agreed. Have a great day, B.
You too, A. Let's make sure our system is always safe and secure. Thanks for the reminder.
Hi there. Are you ready to play this board game?
Sure, it's my first time playing it. Can you explain the rules to me?
Definitely. It's a simple game where we have to move our game pieces across the board and collect points.
Sounds easy enough. How do we get points?
We get points by landing on certain spaces or completing specific tasks. But beware of the traps.
Traps? You mean there are obstacles on the board?
Yes, there are. But don't worry, they're not too difficult to navigate around.
Okay, let's get started.
Great. I'll go first. Rolls the dice. Oh, I landed on a bonus space. That's 10 points for me.
Nice. Rolls the dice. Oh, I landed on a trap. What do I do now?
Don't worry. You just have to follow the instructions on the trap card. Maybe you have to move your game piece back a few spaces or lose a turn.
Got it. Thanks for explaining.
No problem. This game is all about having fun and taking risks. So let's see who will come out on top.
Challenge accepted.
Hey there, I couldn't help but notice your catch of the day. You really seem to know your way around a fishing net.
Thank you. Yes, I've been fishing these waters for many years. But lately, I've been worried about overfishing and the impact it may have on our oceans.
I completely understand your concern. As a marine biologist, I've spent a lot of time studying the effects of overfishing and pollution on our oceans.
That's interesting. What do you think we can do to protect our oceans while still being able to make a living from fishing?
One thing we can do is to practice sustainable fishing methods, such as choosing the right fishing gear and only fishing for certain species during their reproductive seasons.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about the pollution and debris in our oceans?
As individuals, we can reduce our use of single-use plastics and properly dispose of our waste. Governments and industries also need to take responsibility for their impact on the environment.
I agree. We all have a role to play in protecting our oceans. Thank you for your insights. I'll definitely keep them in mind on my next fishing trip.
No problem, happy to help. We're all in this together when it comes to preserving our beautiful oceans for future generations to enjoy. Hi there. I'm a data scientist at this insurance company. Nice to meet you, B.
Hey, good to meet you too. I'm a machine learning engineer, and I hear you guys are looking to improve your claims processing using ML?
Yup, we are indeed. We currently have a manual process that's become quite cumbersome, time-consuming, and pretty prone to mistakes.
Ah, I see. That's a perfect use case for machine learning. We can leverage algorithms to make predictions, identify patterns, and automate most of the decision-making process.
Exactly. That's what we're aiming for. We want a system that can quickly evaluate claims, detect any fraud, and approve/reject them with high accuracy.
Well, we can definitely achieve that with some data modeling, feature engineering, and training of a classifier or even a deep neural network.
Great. It's amazing how far we've come with these ML technologies. I can't imagine doing this kind of work without them.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating how we can use different techniques to solve various problems. Do you have any specific requirements or data sources that we should consider?
Well, we have a large historical dataset of claims, so we'd like to use that to train our models. We also want to be able to integrate the system with our existing workflow tools.
All right, sounds like a plan. I'll get to work on that and keep you posted on our progress. Thanks for talking with me about this.
No problem at all, B. We're really looking forward to seeing how ML can transform our claims processing. Hi B, have you ever thought about using machine learning to automate software testing?
I have heard about it, but I'm not quite sure how it can be done. Can you explain further?
Sure. Basically, we can train a model to identify and predict potential bugs in the code based on past data.
That sounds interesting. But wouldn't it require a lot of data to train the model?
Yes, it does. But we can use existing test data that we've collected over time.
Oh, that makes sense. But how accurate would the model be in identifying bugs?
It depends on the quality and diversity of the test data we use to train the model. The more varied the data, the higher the accuracy.
Okay, got it. How much time do you think it will save if we implement this?
It really depends on the scope and complexity of the project. But I estimate it can save us at least 30% of our testing time.
Wow, that's impressive. But what if the model itself contains bugs? How do we identify those?
Good point. We can run manual tests on the model itself to ensure it's error-free before we use it.
Makes sense. And even after we implement it, would we still need manual testing?
Absolutely. Automated testing is more efficient, but manual testing is still necessary to ensure quality and usability.
All right, I see. But is it easy for everyone on the team to understand how it works and how to maintain it?
That's a good question. But we can provide proper training and documentation to ensure everyone is on the same page.
I agree. It sounds like a promising solution to our testing challenges.
Definitely. With machine learning, we can improve our testing efficiency and accuracy while ensuring quality and reliability in our software. Hi B, have you heard of ISO 27001 security policy?
Hi A, yes I have. It's a globally recognized standard for information security management.
That's right. I'm actually working on implementing it in our company. Do you have any experience with it?
Not really, but I do know that it's a comprehensive framework designed to keep sensitive information secure.
Exactly. The policy covers everything from risk management to incident response plans.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work. How are you planning to tackle it?
I'm thinking of breaking it down into smaller parts and assigning them to different teams. It'll make the process more manageable.
That's a good idea. How long do you think it will take to implement the policy?
It could take around 6 to 8 months. But if we do it right, we'll have a robust security system in place.
I agree. It's better to take our time and do things properly rather than rush and make mistakes.
Absolutely. We don't want to leave any loopholes in our security. I'm also thinking of conducting regular audits to ensure we're following the policy.
Yes, audits are crucial. They'll help us identify any weaknesses in our security measures and take corrective action.
Right. And we also need to make sure all employees are aware of the policy and trained on how to comply with it.
Absolutely. We can't afford to have anyone accidentally compromise our security. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Exactly. And besides, following the policy is not just good for our company, it's also good for our customers who trust us with their sensitive information.
Yes, that's true. It's important to safeguard their trust and protect their data. Hi there, good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you today?
I have a bit of a legal predicament I was hoping you could assist me with.
Of course, happy to help. What's the situation?
Well, it's a bit embarrassing, but I got a traffic ticket for running a red light.
Ah, well, that's certainly a common offense. What happened exactly?
I was in a rush to get to a meeting and wasn't paying attention. Next thing I knew, the light turned red and I was already in the intersection.
All right, I see. Let me take a look at the ticket and we can go over your options. Don't worry, it happens to the best of us.
Thanks for being understanding. I was hoping I might be able to plead guilty, but maybe get a reduced fine?
That's definitely a possibility. We might also be able to get the points on your license reduced, which could ultimately save you money down the road.
That would be fantastic. I trust you to handle this for me?
Absolutely. I'll get to work on this right away and keep you updated every step of the way. In the meantime, try not to run any more red lights.
Haha, you got it. Thanks so much for your help, I really appreciate it.
Not a problem at all. It's what I'm here for. Have a great day. Hello there. How can I help you today?
Hi, I need a haircut. Something short and easy to maintain.
I understand. Have you considered a pixie cut?
I'm not sure. Will it look good on me?
Of course. It's perfect for your face shape and it will bring out your features.
Okay, let's do it.
Great. So, what do you do for a living?
I'm an engineer.
That's amazing. I have always loved math and sciences.
Really? That's interesting. How long have you been a hairstylist?
Oh, for about 10 years now. It's been a fun journey.
I bet. Do you have any tips on how to manage hair during the summer?
Yes. I recommend using a lightweight hair oil to keep hair hydrated and voluminous. And always carry a hair tie for those hot days.
Thanks for the advice. I'm excited to see my new haircut.
Me too. You're going to look fabulous. Hey, B, as we're both in the security industry, I've been wanting to get your opinion on how we can better secure financial transactions.
Sure thing, happy to help. What specifically are you concerned about?
Well, you know how it goes. With the rise of online banking, there are more and more cybersecurity threats cropping up.
Yep, that's definitely a risk. But I'm confident we can handle it. Have you heard of tokenization?
Tokenization? What's that?
It's a way to replace sensitive data with unique identification symbols that retain all the essential information about the data without compromising its security. For example, turning credit card numbers into one-time use tokens.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool. How does it work?
Well, it uses cryptography to generate these tokens, which are then used for authentication purposes.
Gotcha. And how does that help with financial transactions?
It means that even if a hacker somehow gains access to the token, the sensitive data behind it will still be protected.
I see. So, what else can we do to protect against these threats?
Well, we can also implement multi-factor authentication, which requires 2 or more verification methods before allowing access to an account or transaction.
Makes sense. Anything else?
We could also improve security around mobile banking, which has its own unique set of vulnerabilities.
Right, people tend to be more lax about security on their phones than their computers.
Exactly. And we can also implement machine learning algorithms to help detect and prevent fraud.
Cool. Speaking of which, have you seen that movie about the hackers who steal all that money?
Oh, you mean Ocean's 8?
No, what was it called again? Hackers? It had Angelina Jolie in it.
Laughs. Oh, you mean the classic from the 90s? That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, it's a great movie. You know, it's amazing how much technology has changed since then, but the need for security has only grown.
Truth. But that's what makes our job so important, right?
Definitely. It's all about staying one step ahead of the bad guys.
Amen to that. Well, I think we've got some good ideas here. Let's get to work on implementing them.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for your input, B.
Anytime, Let's keep those financial transactions safe and secure.
Hi B, what are we doing today?
Hey! I was thinking we could go to the jewelry store and pick out something special for our wonderful friend who's getting married soon.
That's a great idea. What do you think we should get her?
Well, I was thinking we could get her a nice set of earrings and a bracelet to match.
Sounds lovely. What kind of style were you thinking of?
I was thinking maybe some classic pearl earrings and a simple silver bracelet. What do you think?
I like that idea. It's timeless and elegant. but maybe we could add a little bit of sparkle to the earrings?
Ooh, great idea. How about we get pearl earrings with a small diamond accent?
Perfect. And for the bracelet, should we go for a thin chain or something a bit more chunky?
I think we should go for a more delicate chain, that way it can be easily paired with other jewelry pieces.
Agreed. Let's go check out what the store has to offer. Wow, there are so many beautiful pieces here. Let's see if we can find the perfect pair of earrings and matching bracelet.
Sounds good. How about these pearl and diamond earrings and this delicate silver chain bracelet?
I think our friend will love these. Let's take them to the counter and pay. I'm so excited to give these to our friend. She's going to look stunning on her wedding day.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see her in them.
Hi there. Are you the blockchain engineer in charge of the new project?
Yes, that's me. Nice to meet you. I heard you're the software engineer joining our team.
Yes, that's correct. I'm excited to work on a blockchain project for the first time. Any ideas on how to develop a trustworthy system?
Well, we need a decentralized and secure network and a consensus algorithm to validate transactions. How about using proof of stake?
Good point. We could also implement smart contracts to automate processes and eliminate intermediaries.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about encrypting data and securing private keys. Do you have experience with cryptography?
I do have some knowledge, but we might need to consult with a cryptography expert to ensure our system is truly secure.
Agreed. It's important to prioritize security when developing a blockchain system. But we also want to make it user-friendly and accessible.
That's true. Maybe we could leverage existing platforms and tools to simplify the process for users. We want to make it easy for both tech-savvy and non-technical users to participate in our blockchain ecosystem.
Definitely. User adoption is crucial for our success. Well, I think we have a good starting point. Let's dig deeper into these ideas in our next meeting.
Sounds good to me. I'm looking forward to working with you on this exciting project.
Likewise. Let's develop a cutting-edge blockchain system that people can trust and benefit from.
Wow, that roller coaster was amazing. What did you think about it, B?
I agree, hey. My heart was pounding so fast, but it was so worth it. Did you have a favorite part?
Definitely the part where we dropped downwards at such a steep angle. I felt like my stomach was left behind.
Haha, me too. But I also enjoyed the loop-de-loop, it was so thrilling.
I know, right? I couldn't stop screaming. Did you close your eyes at any point during the ride?
Oh yes, during the corkscrew twist. I thought I was going to lose my phone, it was slipping out of my pocket.
That's hilarious. I made sure I held on tight to my sunglasses too. Have you been on any other roller coasters before?
Yeah, but this one was my favorite so far. How about you?
Same here, I just can't get enough of the adrenaline rush. Oh, and check out the photo they took of us. We look so scared.
Haha, I know, right? We should totally get those as souvenirs. Would you be up for going on another ride?
Definitely. Let's go get in line for the giant drop. I heard it's even more intense than this one.
Oh boy, that sounds thrilling. Let's do it. Thanks for the recommendation, hey.
Hey there. As a software architect, I've been thinking about how we could build a more robust enterprise information system. Want to hear my ideas?
Absolutely. As a database administrator, I'm always looking for ways to improve the system's performance and reliability.
Great. So, one thing we could do is to implement a distributed architecture using multiple servers. This would allow for load balancing and prevent a single point of failure.
That sounds like a solid strategy. But we should also make sure that our databases are optimized for SSDs and that we're using the right file systems to minimize latency.
Definitely. We could also utilize containers to simplify deployment and improve scalability. This would make it easier to add new features or components without disrupting the entire system.
I couldn't agree more. And we could also incorporate artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms to ensure that the system is always learning and adapting to new patterns.
Yes, that's a smart move. We should also make sure that the system is highly secure, with strong encryption and access controls in place.
Absolutely. And we need to make sure that we have a robust disaster recovery plan, with regular backups and redundancy built in.
That's essential. We could use a combination of on-site and cloud backups, as well as regular testing to ensure that the system is fully recoverable in the event of an outage.
Sounds like we're making good progress. We should also make sure that we're keeping up with the latest industry and technology trends to stay competitive.
Absolutely. By staying on top of new development tools, frameworks, and technologies, we can ensure that our system is staying ahead of the curve and delivering maximum value to our users.
I couldn't agree more. I'm excited to see how our ideas come together and help to build a more robust and reliable enterprise information system.
Hey there, have you ever thought of making a limousine car a computer game object?
That's actually an interesting idea. How do you propose we simulate the car's operation?
Well, we could start with having the player control the steering wheel, accelerator, and brakes.
Absolutely. We could also incorporate a feature where the player can adjust the air conditioning and sound system.
Nice. It'll be great if there's a prompt for the player to replenish fuel during the game.
Yes, and we could even have different levels of difficulty, where the car has a different number of passengers with varying behavior patterns.
That's perfect. We could add a feature where the driver earns points based on how well they perform various tasks such as swift drops, sharp turns, and avoiding obstacles.
Sounds interesting. We could even include a feature where the player could design their own limo and select different colors and styles.
Wow, that would be fantastic. Imagine cruising around in a pink limo.
Haha, yes, that would be quite the sight. We could even make the game multiplayer where users could compete against each other in virtual limo races.
I like that. The game could also have a ranking feature where the best players earn rewards and bonuses.
Absolutely. And we could even add different types of terrain, from city streets to scenic routes, to give players a different experience at each level.
You know, I think we're onto something here. Let's get started and make limo driving a new age game. Hi there. Can you explain to me the proper order for a meal?
Sure. Typically, a meal begins with an appetizer, followed by soup and salad.
That makes sense. How about dessert and beverages?
Those come after the main course. It's important to pace yourself during a meal so you don't overload on sweets too early.
Right, that makes sense. So what's your favorite appetizer?
I have to say, I'm a big fan of the classic shrimp cocktail. It's simple but always delicious.
Oh, I love that one too. And what about soups? I'm always torn between French onion and tomato soup.
Both are great choices, but I personally prefer a creamy tomato soup with a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yum. And for salad, what do you recommend for a healthy option?
A kale salad with a citrus vinaigrette and some fresh fruit is always a good choice.
Those all sound fantastic. So when it comes to the main course, what's your favorite dish?
Oh, I could never choose just one. But my top picks would definitely be a perfectly cooked steak or a creamy pasta dish.
Sounds delicious. And for dessert, how do you feel about chocolate cake?
You can never go wrong with chocolate cake, but I also love a good fruit tart or creme brulee.
Wow, you really know your stuff. Thanks for all the recommendations.
Of course. Enjoy your meal.
Good morning, B. What are you up to today?
Good morning, Mom. I was thinking about doing some baking. Do you want to help me?
Sure, that sounds like fun. What do you want to make?
I was thinking about making some cupcakes. We can decorate them with frosting and sprinkles.
That sounds like a great idea. Do we have all the ingredients we need?
I think so. We have flour, sugar, eggs, butter, and baking powder. We just need some milk and vanilla extract.
Okay, I'll go grab those from the store. You start measuring out the dry ingredients.
Sounds good, Mom. Do you want to listen to some music while we bake?
Sure, what do you want to listen to?
How about some Taylor Swift? She always puts me in a good mood.
Sounds perfect. Let's get this baking party started.
Okay, I just measured out the flour and sugar. Can you help me crack the eggs?
Of course. Do you want to mix the dry and wet ingredients together?
Yes, please. Do we need to add anything else to the batter?
Just the milk and vanilla extract, which I have right here.
Yum, this batter looks so delicious. I can't wait to lick the spoon.
Haha, me too. Let's go ahead and fill up the muffin tin and put it in the oven.
How long do they need to bake for?
About 18 to 20 minutes. While we wait, we can start making the frosting.
I love frosting. What flavor are we making?
How about vanilla? It will go perfectly with the cupcakes.
Sounds great. Can I use the electric mixer to make it?
Sure, just be careful not to get it all over the kitchen.
Don't worry, Mom. I've got this.
Alright, the timer just went off. Let's take the cupcakes out of the oven and let them cool before we frost them.
They look so cute and fluffy. I can't wait to decorate them.
Me too, B. This was a fun morning of baking together. Hey B, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, thanks for asking. How about you, A?
I'm doing great, thanks. So, I wanted to talk to you about something that's been on my mind.
Sure, what's up?
I've been thinking about ways to optimize the performance and stability of our cloud services. Do you have any ideas?
Yes, actually I've been exploring a few options myself. One thing that comes to mind is using containerization to streamline our applications.
That's a good idea. I think we could also look into load balancing and auto-scaling to ensure that our services are running smoothly.
Definitely. We should also make sure that we're staying on top of any updates or patches that the cloud provider releases.
Agreed. It's important to keep our systems up to date to prevent any potential vulnerabilities.
Another thing we could consider is implementing a cloud management platform to help us monitor and optimize our services.
That's a good suggestion. It would be really helpful for us to have a centralized tool to manage our cloud services.
Absolutely. And it could also assist with cost optimization as well.
Yes, minimizing costs is always a priority for us. Speaking of which, have you seen any changes in our billing recently? I've been keeping an eye on it, but wanted to check in with you.
Actually, now that you mention it, I did notice a slight increase last month. I think we should review our usage and see if there's any way we can reduce our costs.
That's a good idea. Let's look into it and see if there are any areas where we can cut back without sacrificing performance.
Sounds like a plan. It's always a balancing act between performance and cost optimization.
True, but I'm confident we can find the right balance. Thanks for chatting with me, B.
Anytime, A. It's always great to bounce ideas off of each other. Let's keep working together to make our cloud services even better.
Good afternoon, B. How are you today?
Hi, A. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. What brings you here today?
Well, I'm here to learn more about how different types of tea can complement various dishes, and hopefully improve my skills as a tea master.
That's great. As a restaurant manager, I can definitely appreciate the art of pairing food with the perfect beverage. What kind of dishes are you planning to pair with your teas?
I was thinking of trying some light dishes like salads or sushi for the green teas and maybe some heavier meat dishes for the black teas.
That sounds like a good plan. Have you tried pairing any teas with desserts? It can really bring out the flavors.
That's a great idea. I haven't tried that before. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, how about pairing a fruity oolong tea with a light cake or pastry? It can really bring out the sweetness.
That sounds delicious. I can't wait to experiment with some pairings.
Yes, it's always fun to discover new combinations. Have you tried any blends that you really enjoy?
Yes, I've been really enjoying a blend of sencha and Jamaica, which has a nutty flavor that goes well with many dishes.
Oh, that sounds interesting. We actually have a dish here that might complement that blend well. It's a grilled chicken with a sesame soy glaze.
That sounds perfect. I'd love to give it a try.
Great. I'll have our chef prepare that for you with a pot of your favorite blend.
Thank you so much, B. I'm really excited to experience perfect tea and food pairings.
My pleasure, A. It's always great to see people appreciate the art of tea and food.
Hey B, how's it going?
Not bad, A. I've been thinking about how we can utilize IoT technology to achieve end-to-end logistics monitoring in our company.
Sounds interesting. How do you think we can implement it?
Well, we need to integrate sensors and gateways throughout the supply chain to collect and transmit data in real time.
Yes, that would allow us to monitor the movement and condition of goods throughout the entire logistics process.
Exactly. We also need to establish a centralized platform to process all the data and provide actionable insights for our logistics managers.
That's a good point. But how can we ensure the reliability and security of the data?
We can use advanced encryption algorithms and implement strict access control measures to prevent unauthorized access.
Great idea. And I suppose we can also leverage machine learning algorithms to detect anomalies and generate predictive alerts.
Absolutely. That will further improve the accuracy and efficiency of our logistics management.
Wow, this is really exciting. I think we can position our company as a leader in smart logistics with this technology.
Agreed. And with the ongoing advancements in IoT and AI, there are endless possibilities for us to explore.
I can't wait to see how this will revolutionize the logistics industry. Thanks for the fascinating discussion, B. Good morning. Could you take me to the museum, please?
Sure thing. The museum is a wonderful place to visit.
I heard that it's across from a park. Have you ever been there?
Yes, I have. It's a lovely park with lots of trees and a pond.
Sounds peaceful. Maybe I should take a stroll there first.
That's a great idea. It's the perfect place to take a break from the hustle and bustle of the city.
I agree. Do you think the museum will be crowded today?
It's always pretty busy, but it's worth it. There are so many interesting exhibits.
I'm looking forward to it. I heard they have a new exhibit on modern art.
Yes, they do. It's on the second floor. You should definitely check it out.
I will. Thanks for the tip.
No problem. Enjoy your visit to the museum.
I will. Thanks for driving me there. You know, you're a very helpful assistant.
Laughing, well, that's what we taxi drivers are here for, to help people get to their destinations safely and enjoyably.
Laughing, I guess so. You certainly have made my trip more enjoyable. Good evening, Chef B. Thank you for inviting me to this wonderful restaurant. I'm excited to try some Swiss cuisine.
Thank you for coming, hey. We're happy to have you here. What would you like to try first?
How about some fondue? It's a classic Swiss dish, right?
Yes, that's right. We actually make ours with a blend of Gruyere and Emmental cheese. Would you like to try it?
Absolutely. Takes a bite, this is delicious. What other Swiss dishes do you specialize in?
We also have raclette, which is similar to fondue, but with melted cheese scraped onto potatoes and cured meats. And of course, there's the famous Swiss chocolate.
I might have to save room for that. So, what sets Swiss cuisine apart from other countries?
Well, we have a great respect for traditional recipes and cooking techniques, but we also like to experiment with new ingredients and flavors. And of course, our location in the heart of Europe allows us to draw influences from neighboring countries.
That makes sense. What about the cooking process itself? Are there any particular techniques that are unique to Swiss cuisine?
One of the most important things is using high-quality ingredients and taking our time to prepare them properly. For example, we slow cook our meats for several hours to ensure they're tender and flavorful.
I can definitely taste the difference. Are there any dishes that you're particularly proud of?
Absolutely. Our signature dish is the veal zurichoise, which is prepared with a creamy mushroom sauce and served with rosti, a Swiss potato dish.
That sounds amazing. Takes a bite. Wow, this is truly fantastic. You're a very talented chef, B.
Thank you, that means a lot. It's all about using the freshest ingredients and paying attention to every detail. I'm glad you enjoyed your meal.
I certainly did. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me about Swiss cuisine and cooking techniques. I'm sure our readers will find it fascinating.
It was my pleasure, hey. Thank you for coming, and I hope to see you again soon.
Good morning, B. How's it going with the software development?
Good morning, hey, glad you asked. We've been making good progress and have even implemented some new security measures to comply with ISO 27001.
Oh, that's great to hear. As the lead auditor, I'm keen on ensuring compliance. Would you mind telling me more about the security measures you put in place?
Sure thing. One of the measures is the use of two-factor authentication across all our systems. We've also implemented intrusion detection, which alerts us of any unauthorized access attempts.
Impressive. You're definitely going the extra mile in protecting your systems. Is there anything else you're working on?
Well, we've also started testing for vulnerabilities in our software and promptly patching them. We don't want to leave any loopholes that could be exploited.
That's fantastic. It's not just about ticking the boxes for compliance reasons, but really making sure your systems are secure. I'm glad to see such dedication from you and your team.
Thanks, hey. We take security seriously and understand the importance of ISO 27001 compliance.
Speaking of taking things seriously, do you have any plans for the weekend?
Yes, I'm planning to take a break from coding and try out a new recipe I found online. What about you, hey?
I plan to visit the local zoo with my family. I heard they have new baby animals, and my kids are excited to see them.
Sounds like a fun plan. Make sure you take lots of pictures and share them with us on Monday.
Will do, B. Have a great weekend.
You too, hey.
Good morning, sir. May I please see your ticket and passport?
Of course, here they are.
Thank you. May I know your final destination today?
I'm heading to New York City for vacation.
That's great. Have you been there before?
No, it's my first time. I'm really excited.
I bet you are. Do you have any expectations or things you're looking forward to during your trip?
Well, I definitely want to visit Times Square and the Statue of Liberty. But overall, I just want to experience the city and its culture.
Wise choice. Speaking of culture, have you tried the traditional Aussie meat pie yet?
Not yet, but I've heard about it. Is it worth trying?
Definitely. I highly recommend it. Do you have any questions or concerns about the flight?
No, everything seems okay. How about you, Captain? Do you enjoy flying to New York City?
Oh, yes. It's one of my favorite routes. The views you get to see while flying over the Atlantic Ocean are breathtaking.
That sounds amazing. Thank you for your service, Captain. I'm looking forward to the flight.
My pleasure, sir. It's going to be a smooth ride. Enjoy your trip to New York City. Hey B, how's it going?
Not too bad, just trying to finish up this maintenance request.
Oh yeah, I hear you. These machines seem to always need some sort of attention.
Tell me about it. Just yesterday, I spent an hour trying to fix one of the motors.
Did you get it working in the end?
Yeah, but I could have done without the headache.
I know how you feel. At least we have job security, right?
Laughs, yeah, that's one way to look at it.
Hey, have you noticed that peculiar smell coming from the ventilation system?
Yeah, I've been trying to pinpoint the source. I think it might be a buildup of oil and grease.
Gross. But at least that's an easy fix. We just need to clean out the vents.
Definitely. I'll make sure to add that to the maintenance checklist.
Hey, did you hear about the new guy who just started working here?
No, I didn't. What's he like?
Seems like a decent guy. He's from out of town and just moved here.
Well, I'll have to introduce myself and make him feel welcome.
That's a good idea. We could use some fresh blood around here.
Laughs, yeah, the more the merrier.
Alright, I'm going to go grab some coffee before we dive back into the maintenance.
Sounds like a plan. You want to check out the new donut shop down the street?
Donuts and coffee? You know the way to my heart.
Laughs, let's go then. We deserve a little break.
Good morning, B. How are you feeling today?
Good morning, Dr. A. Honestly, I still feel a bit dizzy and weak.
I see. Have you been taking the medication I prescribed?
Yes, I have, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Well, the medication will take time to work, but in the meantime, you should try to eat a healthy meal and get some rest.
That's easier said than done. I've been so busy with work and I have hardly slept in days.
I understand, but your health should always come first. Maybe you should take a break from work for a few days.
But who will take care of everything?
Don't worry, you can delegate your task to your colleagues or someone close to you. Your well-being is important, and you can always catch up on work later.
You're right. I'll consider taking a few days off.
I'm glad to hear that. And if you ever need someone to talk to or vent to, just know that I'm here for you.
Thanks, Doctor. You're such a helpful and caring person.
It's all part of my job. I just want to see you get better and back to your routine. In the meantime, take care and follow your treatment plan.
Thanks again, Doctor. I'll do my best.
Good morning, B. How's it going?
Good morning, A. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
I'm great, thanks. So, let's talk business. How's our new project coming along?
It's going well. We've been making good progress and are on track to meet our deadline.
That's great to hear. Do you need any additional resources or support from the team?
Actually, we could use some extra help from the design department if that's possible.
Sure, I'll reach out to them and see if we can allocate some resources for you.
Thanks, that would be much appreciated.
So, have you heard about the company's upcoming team building event?
No, I haven't. What's planned?
We're going to have a fun day at the local amusement park next week. It should be a great opportunity for everyone to get to know each other outside of the office.
That sounds like a blast. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Of course, we still need to make sure everything runs smoothly at work, but it's important to take a break every once in a while.
Agreed, work hard, play hard, right?
Exactly. Speaking of which, have you decided what you're going to wear for the team building event yet?
Not yet. Any suggestions?
Well, I heard that one of our colleagues is planning to wear a onesie, so I think you should wear one too.
Really? That sounds hilarious. I might just take you up on that.
Great, can't wait to see it. Alright, let's get back to work now. Keep up the good work, B.
Will do, thank you. Hey.
Hi there. I'm the travel photographer for this tour. What kind of shots are you hoping to get in this beautiful Tasmanian forest?
Hi. I'm just hoping to capture the natural beauty and essence of the forest. Maybe some wildlife if I'm lucky.
Absolutely. We just need to be patient and quiet to spot some of the amazing creatures in these woods. What kind of camera are you using?
Oh, just a basic point-and-shoot camera. What do you recommend for capturing the best shots?
If you want to capture some wildlife, a camera with a fast shutter speed and good zoom will be necessary. But for the environmental shots, just make sure you have good lighting and composition.
That's helpful advice. Do you have any favorite spots in this forest for photography?
I really love the tall trees and the way the light filters through the leaves. It creates a magical atmosphere that's perfect for photos. And there's a river nearby that's great for landscape shots.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I'm excited to explore this forest and see what I can capture.
I'm excited to see your photos too. Don't forget to have fun and enjoy the natural beauty of this place. And if you need any help or advice, just let me know.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your guidance and can't wait to see what we can create together.
Good morning. Are you the soy milk and pancake vendor here?
That's right. I'm the soy milk vendor, and he is the pancake vendor. Do you want to try our Chinese-style breakfast today?
Yes, please. I heard your pancakes are crispy and chewy at the same time, and your soy milk is rich and creamy.
You heard right. Our pancakes are freshly made and filled with savory scallion or sesame paste. And our soy milk is made from organic soybeans and has a mild sweetness.
That sounds amazing. Can you teach me how to make pancakes like that?
Sure, I can give you some tips. First, you need to knead the dough until it's elastic, then roll it out and fold it several times to make layers. Then fry it for a few minutes until it's golden brown.
Wow, it sounds simple, but I bet it's not easy to make it perfect. What about your soy milk? How do you make it?
It's also simple, but requires some patience. First, soak the soybeans overnight, then grind them into a fine paste. Then boil the paste with water, strain it, and sweeten it with some sugar or honey.
That makes sense. I guess it's important to use high-quality ingredients and take your time to make a good breakfast. Thank you for sharing your secrets with me.
No problem. We love to share our passion for traditional Chinese breakfast with everyone. It's a way to connect with our roots and spread joy.
I totally agree. Nothing beats a good breakfast to start the day right. I can't wait to taste your pancakes and soy milk.
Here you go. Enjoy your breakfast and let us know how you like it.
It's delicious. The pancakes are crispy and chewy, and the soy milk is so creamy and flavorful. I feel like I'm in China.
Haha, thank you. We take pride in our food and love to hear your positive feedback. Have a great day.
You too. I'll come back soon for more pancakes and soy milk. This is the best breakfast I've had in a long time.
Glad to hear that. See you next time.